Welcome back, everybody, to Enemies of the Fire podcast. I'm filling in here for Toke, who got a little bit of the mumble fumbles, and we are here to talk about World Cup ticket prices, amongst other things. Guys, how you been doing this week?
Excellent. Can't complain. Nothing bad happened on Saturday whatsoever.
Oh yeah, I'm already like scrubbing that from my memory.
It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter.
I mean,
Un poquito.
we can get into that later.
Is there implications? Are there implications? The implications belie something?
Yeah, home field advantage, I guess. Is
Oh no! Okay.
Third. It might still. We don't know. It might still be fine, but it would have been secured, I think.
That wasn't the only crazy thing over the weekend, though. Did you hear about this? Did you hear about Pulisic missing the mark?
Penalty.
Yeah. Missing the mark. A big penalty miss for AC Milan, and the real question is going out is he going to be able to be the guy to be able to stand on the line for U.S. men's national team and take the penalty kick? Should it ever come down to that? Yes. You're still giving this to
Why
Pulisic.
am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised?
Who else are we giving it to?
So is the AC Milan coach. He's not changing penalty takers. We're fine with Christian. It was just a miss. He missed wide right up.
No, I totally agree with that. You stick with a guy. But if you really wanted to think about it, I would almost trust Jedi Robinson over Christian Pulisic. That's not really rational, but it's the first thing that came to mind. I will mention that.
Have you heard about Jedi? Have you heard about what's going on with Jedi?
He's coming back from injury is what's going on with Jedi.
Jedi's been riding the bench the last few games. He's not been ready for prime time, is apparently the case. And the concern is developing with the Fulham fans. Is there something going on where he might be moving on? Or potentially something else? Maybe the injuries maybe taking a bit longer for him to get back to full strength. And maybe just having him in the match day 18th
I think it's
just helps.
It's injury recovery.
You don't want to kind of throw him into the, in there right away and then for him to get it hurt again. So if they ease him in, that's fine. It's a long season anyways.
Well, and you mentioned is it kind of derelict of duties for Pochettino to bring him into the US? Should he not still because let's be honest, this is like the closest roster we've gotten with Pochettino to like what we all think are our best players. And I get we've wanted that for a year. Yeah, well, what? You said Dest didn't come?
Is Dest there?
I don't see Dest.
No, which I think is wrong and bad.
Why is Tim Ream still being called up?
Who else are you calling?
He's starting.
Bro, that says a lot about our back line.
He played fine in the last game, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but I think we should be like getting the next best, defender. Like, I think
we need a Lamine Yamal for the U.S. team. Is
is he supposed to be like the Keylor
Brilliant
Navas?
idea from DPG. We need a better player in the U.S. team.
Yeah, we need a better player that's not gonna be gassed out chasing.
Yeah. We need a younger
player. Hold on. Might exist in the form of Noah Kai Banks, who plays center back.
Is that everybody excited? Oh, you're right.
He's a 6'4" American, very young. And Toke was talking about it earlier in a lot of earlier podcasts, just saying that there's going to be a surprise for this U.S. World Cup team, and maybe it's Noah Kai Banks, who scored his first goal this weekend as well.
And that was like Augsburg's first win in a long time. That's one of the teams. I think Augsburg is the only team I have not seen a game. They're so boring. I've never watched one of their games. But I did hear
because they suck. They're not boring.
No, they actually are. Like, I don't know. They're just one of those teams that they just float in the lower to mid. They're somehow never relegated. They're not even there's not even an interesting dramatic relegation.
They're like Kansas. They're like Sporting Kansas City. Basically.
Yeah, they just float around there.
It's funny you say that.
They're just floating.
There's teams out there that are bad and are not fun to watch. And there's teams out there that are good and not fun to watch. And it's funny to see that you say Sporting Kansas City. Well, Kansas City Chiefs are in the same boat. They're like this really good team
that
so
nobody wants to
watch.
I think it's just the common denominator is Kansas City.
Yeah, there you go. So hold on. With this kid, I think this is where some people get a little concerned with Pochettino because he's kind of like he doesn't give a shit about the chase after dual nationals. And, as a national team, we have really cared about that a lot, right?
Yeah, but what? Who cares?
How many?
I mean, like, what does he have to do? Go, like, put a sign out, like, U.S. coach looking for what do they call ringers? They call them ringers in sports.
Put a LinkedIn post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LinkedIn
was one of your parents born in the U.S., but you've never been there?
Hey, Jack Grealish. You know.
Not good enough for
you
Germany.
Love New York
Not
City.
good enough for England, apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not good enough for England, but come to New York City.
Yeah, there you go. Not good enough for Europe. Your chances of winning a World Cup are not over yet.
Comes on. Are you a footballer between the ages of 21 and 40? Have you not been appreciated by the country
18
where you live?
18. Mbappe was 18.
You're right. Are you not getting a look from your national team? Hi, we're the U.S.
It's funny you guys. It's funny you bring that up, because there's an interesting situation with the U20 for the U.S. There's a certain player that his father was a Honduran national team player, famous one, Minor Figueroa.
Oh no, Figueroa's child plays for the U.S.
He plays for the. Whoa, hold on. Professionally, he plays for Liverpool. All right. For the I think he's in the U20 Liverpool. Yeah. But he was part of the process to qualify for that U20 World Cup, and he didn't make the roster for the U20.
That
US
doesn't always
team.
mean those under 23 and 20 World Cups. Those rosters change so much. Like, it's all about the team who lets you out.
And there's lots of players who play for the U.S. national team who never really even played. It's never even sniffed the U.S. youth.
If I was the Honduran Football Association, I'd be calling him like, hey, see, you got left out there. That's how they.
That's how they treat you.
That's how they treat you.
Come over here, we'll treat you real good.
You can't switch at any time, right? It's like once you've played one.
No.
You can one-time switch. Official. It has to be official men's level national team.
Yeah, youth teams you can switch.
Youth team you can flip flop.
But for
once
the men, once they play one.
Once you have a cap.
Official game. One official cap.
Or 4 unofficial, right? Like 4 friendlies.
Yeah, I think it's a weird setup.
Thing, yeah. So
I know there are guys like German guys who people are disappointed that aren't playing for the German national team. Or like, isn't Nathaniel Brown? I don't know if we talked about this, but he could have been a U.S. men's national team, but he just got called up. I guess he hasn't played. I don't think he's played yet, but he was born and raised in Hawaii, I think, but is now.
Did he take the call up?
That's where Noah Kai Banks was from.
So. Yeah,
from Hawaii too.
Oh, for real?
It's another.
Yeah,
we actually have a Honduran player that got called up. That he actually plays for. I think he plays for Mainz. The youth academy for like a U20 Mainz team in Germany.
Interesting.
He has actually played for the German youth national team.
Oh, nice, nice score.
And yeah, I guess he decided to play for Honduras now. He had a chance to play for either Cuba, Honduras, or Germany.
I'm looking up Nathaniel Brown. It says Brown was born in Germany to an American father and German mother. He's a youth international for Germany, having played for the German U21.
Ooh.
In October 25. He was named to the senior squad for Germany.
Like last week, yeah.
Wow. So he could have been an American player. He's a left back, but that's already where Jedi is.
Well, fair.
So you're basically telling me that U.S. soccer.
Maybe that's why he made the move.
Failed. So U.S. soccer has failed.
Maybe it's all about how these guys feel. We've talked about the dual national thing before. It's about how you feel.
We've actually,
we've
actually missed out on a couple of good players for the U.S. men's national team. Like, remember Rossi, the guy that won the World Cup with Italy? Dude was from like New Jersey.
Rossi, you saw that Cooligans interview he did. He never felt American. Like, he was like, it was never a question. I was, so like, That's how he felt. Like, let him be
him.
But
that's why the Nathaniel Brown thing is interesting, because I feel like I just assumed when I heard it, I just assumed he was like American in the sense that, you know, he had an American parent, but he grew up in Germany and he felt, you know, like you're saying, like culturally German, and he, you know, enjoyed living there and identified with it more. But when you find out that they've grown up in, I mean, Hawaii is granted like maybe a different American experience, and maybe the American culture is not the same, but it's still surprising. It's not like he had like the German, I mean, other than playing on a German team, and it doesn't sound like he had like a true German upbringing either. So I guess sometimes it is about
it's kind of like Rossi.
Get playtime.
It's kind of like Rossi, because he actually, I think I remember reading about it, that he's mentioned that he actually grew up watching like Serie A and like Wright TV channel, and, you know, on cable TV in Jersey. Like, you know, he thought about playing for the U.S., but then, you know, his grandpa or his dad was like, you know,
the Jersey
Italy.
part is funny though, because it's like, you know, it's so how much more American? I mean, obviously like Italian American, but it's like still, it's like New Jersey. He's really,
of course, right?
And it's always interesting how some of these players end up with the national team. Like, think of a guy like Camoranesi from Italy. He actually started his playing career in Mexico. He's from Uruguay or Argentina. And he started playing in Mexico. He made his way to Europe in a Serie A team. And because he had ancestry that was obviously Italian with that last name, he got called up, and guess what? I think he won the World Cup too. So it's always interesting. You know.
That is actually
that's interesting is a guy that was born in New York, doesn't play for the U.S. men's national team, by being a $50 million striker in the world. Jonathan David. But here's the thing about David is that apparently they left New York when he was about 6 and went and started living in Ottawa, Canada. So it's arguable that, you know, his formative years were in Canada. So it makes sense for him.
Yeah, I didn't know he was born in the U.S.
Yeah, Jonathan was born in the U.S.
But again,
U.S. Soccer,
New York City.
U.S. Soccer does a horrible job of recruiting anyway, so...
Well, like, I've got a buddy who was born in London and was there for 4 months of his life, I think. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it is how it is. But hold on. Before I want to get into into the guys who are there, but before we do, we're talking about this dual national thing. Did you guys see the news? I just remembered this. So I think it was their U20 team, but it could have just been their men's team. But Malaysia got hit with 7 of their guys being
saw that
like not qualified, like, you know, they're Brazilian. Well, they were claiming Brazilian Malaysian.
That was their men's national team.
Yeah,
I saw that because they showed the picture of the roster.
Yep.
All those guys, you know, they didn't look Malaysian. They looked either European, Brazilian, you know. And so I think the headline was, "Is it cheating?"
Yeah, it's I didn't see the article. I actually just
Malaysian Malaysian Zoolander? What am I looking up here?
No, I just sent it in the group chat. So seven of the guys got
with fake documents. Wow.
Yeah. So
I guess it's funny because like you're kind of maybe on some level you're like, well, somebody has to actually go and check all of this stuff, and do people really care enough about the Malaysian? But I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they're like the most amazing team, but they're certainly a big enough country that people would probably, like, for us, like the U.S., if we tried to dive, obviously, we'd be found out pretty quickly.
This is funny that they literally said that the grandpa was from like Penang, Malaysia,
right?
And so like, and the dude's from like
Spain, Argentina, Brazil, Spain, and the Netherlands.
The Hague.
The Hague, out of all places.
Out of all places. How do you ever break the law coming from there? Anyway, so
Hector's like, you know, I look Spanish, I look Dutch, I also look Malaysian.
Yeah.
Hey, you know,
I can see it.
Listen, it don't matter what you look like. It's about who, you know, where you live or
are they like where
you're from.
Are they like in a dogfight to qualify for the World Cup? Like, are they even close to
qualifying? I mean, maybe like let's not lie. And Qatar did the same thing, dude. There was like a couple Brazilians on the Qatari team. Let's not.
But I think Qatar probably fast tracked their naturalization process.
Yeah, which
Man, those Qatari prices of that World Cup, what a dream.
We'll get there. I want to. We talked about everybody who wasn't gonna play. Let's talk about all the guys who are gonna play. Are like this.
I know Tim Ream's gonna play.
Well,
how old is Tim Ream?
38. So
38.
I'm guessing. I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want to call up Jeff Vegas while you're at it too? Call up Eddie Pope. Why not call up Eddie Pope?
Greg.
What do you think Eddie Pope? What do you think day-to-day life is like for Eddie Pope? Like, does the grandchild call Eddie Pope and be like, "Grandpa," and he's just there reading a book and having a cigar, or like, what is life like for Eddie Pope?
How dare you? How dare you say he's a grandpa already? That makes me feel old.
Dude, he was like in his late 20s when we were in like the late 90s.
Dude, I still remember him on the FIFA cover.
Oh, he's only 51? My bad, dog.
Yeah, I don't know that he has grandkids.
He's staying up mad that his teenage daughter isn't home yet. That's what life is like. All right. Anyway, so you guys keep derailing me. Who are you?
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with
You don't think?
I don't think Tim, this guy should be on there. Like, I think, we should be experimenting with more different types of players, like younger guys. Maybe one of those guys has to hit. But the fact that we keep calling old timer almost screams Bruce Arena to me. That's why.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because I'm scarred from 2017.
Play either.
I don't know if I'm scarred from 2017, but it just, I feel like this guy's like, he's been on like 3 or 4 different World Cup cycles. I know I'm probably wrong, but
no,
it just feels
he
that
didn't
way.
play in 2 of those. Like, he played in a World Cup cycle, didn't go, and then I don't think. No, maybe he did, and then like missed the next 2 cycles. But no, let me play devil's advocate. Who else is a leader in this locker room?
Yeah.
Like who?
Chris Brady.
Chris motherfucking Brady is right. Yeah. But
no, I was gonna say Pulisic, man. That man's like battle hardened.
But he leads like
media hardened.
Donovan led. He doesn't.
Yeah, he's media hardened. He saw what a failure looks like in 2017. He got personal issues like any other
human beings. I'm 100%
he doesn't.
convinced he does not know how to talk.
Hello, fellow youths.
Would you rather have?
Like, oh, I'm sorry, we lost.
Would you rather have Christian Pulisic be the leader,
house.
or have Anthony Robinson with his English accent just say,
Anthony
trying to rouse up the guys?
Is a leader.
I'd rather a lot of people than.
So wait, James, I want to get your opinion on this because DPG is mad about the center back position, but let me open up some eyes here. So Tim Ream is like, I mean, who's that much better? CCV is not having a great season like he has the last 2 or 3.
What team did Tim Ream played for?
He was on Fulham.
Or plays for?
Oh, he plays for Charlotte.
Didn't the Chicago Fire beat them twice?
Yeah, but aren't they like 3rd?
Yeah, I don't know why, but like,
the
Fire
hold on.
can beat you.
So wait though, you got CCV who's got the experience, and then you got kids. So you got Mark McKenzie, Miles Robinson. Well, Miles Robinson's not a kid, but he's
no.
So CCV and Miles Robinson's got your experience, but then you've got Mark McKenzie and Chris Richards, who is the best center back on the team. Who else out there in the world are you calling in? Trusty's not playing.
Yeah, who's not already called up? Yeah.
Trusty's not.
That's the thing. We haven't.
Are you gonna start Tim Ream on this team?
Yeah.
Give me Noah Kai Banks. Give me Noah Kai Banks.
I would rather take Vickers.
I mean, yes. In a perfect world, Vickers is having a better season, and he plays alongside Chris Richards.
How the hell is Vickers not having a good season when he plays from Celtic? Literally Celtic, the Bayern Munich of the Scottish
Celtic
League.
Is having the worst. Are you joking?
Wait, are they collapsing?
Celtic stop losing.
Yeah, Celtic is having a rough go of it right now.
You know why? I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Celtic decided to let Luis Palma on loan to Lech Poznan in Poland rather than keep him on the team. And look what's happening. They're freaking collapsing.
So I'm guessing.
Say, actually, looking at their results, they're not doing as badly as I feel like I only ever see, like, I know a lot of Celtic fans, and they're always talking about how bad they are. So
Rangers going to take it? Rangers taking, isn't it? Rangers are taking it, right?
No, Rangers are like way low on the. Rangers only have one.
What the hell?
win.
Who's on the top? Hearts?
Hearts. I have a good
Really?
Hearts jersey.
Hearts till I die,
Yeah,
baby.
Oh my god, I was just joking. I'm like, who's on top? Hearts?
Oh my god, that's always my
6-1.
joke.
Oh man,
I think that the
joke's on
starting.
me.
I think the starting center backs for the World Cup are going to be Tim Ream and Chris Richards.
Oh my
and-
god, that's a whole nother. That's
That is
another half of
Swiss
MLS
cheese
season.
defense.
I think it's going to be fine. Tom Brady won a Super Bowl at age 40 plus.
Yeah, but you don't have to
Tim
move.
Ream,
Tom Brady's a quarterback, bro.
Tom Brady.
Tim Ream
Tom
can
Brady
make it
also
to the
like.
Tim Ream can make it to the final 16 with this.
Yeah,
Tom
Tim Ream,
Brady
I'm
is a
living legend,
quarterback.
but I don't
Tim
know.
Ream has to literally freaking race against guys half his age to get the
Here's
ball.
the other thing. Here's the other thing about Tim Ream. He's no longer being tested weekly by the best
No,
like he
he's not.
was. Well, at least the best in championship and all that. Like it's better competition than at MLS, I think, as a whole. So he's no longer
I'd be
getting
hard-pressed
his
to fight you on
challenge.
that.
I mean, like he's getting challenged for sure, but he's also and he's probably a big reason why Charlotte can actually win it all this season. Watch out, Charlotte could probably win it all.
They're
Think about that.
scary. We'll get
Tim
to that as
Ream,
well.
Wilfred Zaha, what's going to stop him? Brant Bronico? No, he's gonna. Brant Bronico will single-handedly will them to the chief. That is the type of player
Charlotte,
Brant Bronico is.
Brant Bronico,
and we're only one win behind them. If we had one more win, we'd be like 2 points below them. So
That's wild.
Wow.
you think Timothy Chandler will take up any call-ups? He's still playing in Germany too.
I love when you see his name just like in Champions League today, Timothy Chandler. It's just like what?
Where's Julian Green at?
Right?
Yeah.
So hold on. I want to refocus here. I want to talk about something fun for a
I want to
second.
win the last. He's been on the bench for Frankfurt.
Is this too much mixed disco for you, bro?
No. I want to talk about something fun. The goalkeepers, our boy Chris Brady. Now,
Oh yeah.
Chris Brady's the top of the heap of this. So there's 4 keepers. You got Chris Brady, Matt Freese, Patrick Schulte, and Matt Turner.
And
Didn't the Fire put 2 into Matt Freese already?
Wait. We've seen Matt Freese play Chris Brady. We've seen Matt Freese play Chris Brady. And has not Chris Brady outplayed Matt Freese every fucking time?
100%.
Was that not like our best game of the entire season?
Am I taking crazy pills? So like if Matt Freese is supposedly the best U.S. American goalkeeper, and yet he's getting bested every time by this young upstart from Chicago, let's fucking go.
I will say
Give it to
this,
Chris Brady. Here's the thing. You're Pochettino, and you're like, oh, I gotta rely on this 21-year-old kid or the 27-year-old man.
I will say this.
They beat us. I'm thinking of a different game.
I won't be hurt.
They beat us last time.
I will not be hurt if Chris Brady doesn't make the World Cup team or is even the third goalkeeper in the World Cup
There's a
team.
reason he's here.
Because he's probably going to be the starting goalkeeper for the U.S. men's national team in 2030.
Oh,
you want to know something?
We were talking about this last time. I feel like that he is just, you forget how young he is. Like he is so young. 21 is too young to be a starting goalkeeper. It is just you need a lot more experience.
On top of that,
no one's ever going to hire a 21-year-old.
In a perfect world, Gaga Slonina will have like a resurgent career in a different league, and then he'll be the second. He'll be the second.
Apparently, there was like there were thoughts about maybe calling him in, but ultimately they went with Chris Brady, which is wild because they were looking at both Chicago Fire goalkeepers, at least former and Slonina. One crazy fact about all 4 of the goalkeepers that did make the roster between Matt Turner, Matt Freese, Patrick Schulte, and Chris Brady.
Wait, Matt Turner's under 2? Holy crap,
bet I can guess what it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're all 6'3".
Oh. Well,
they're all 6'3".
I was about to guess this is the first time we rocked a full MLS crop of keepers.
Wow. Well,
didn't the Fire beat the crap out of Matt Turner?
Well, we beat the crap out of Matt Turner.
No.
We beat Matt Freese earlier in the year. Serena was right. The last game against NYCFC was the last time we lost.
Did not go well.
We haven't lost since. Yeah. Now,
What about
you guys,
Schulte?
you
Schulte
guys were
plays for
talking
Columbus,
about Brady being too young to start. Who's better? Is Matt Freese better?
None of them.
No.
None of them. Chris Brady's the best goalkeeper.
That's the thing.
Start the best
I feel
player.
like Chris Brady's just never had a competition to that scale ever. So
he's got to start playing Chris Brady now. He doesn't even have a cap. You're right.
He's got to start in, exactly. Not in the World Cup. Like, I don't want him in the World Cup as the starting goalkeeper. He just doesn't.
Yeah.
Not
unless they start getting caps now.
Nah, start him.
I just feel like
game one.
I mean, yeah, definitely start him now. I would worry about. I mean, this is like why they don't do it. He seems, he's really great, but he gets in there, he gets wrecked, and then his confidence is just in the world stage, and it's just his confidence is shot.
I'd rather have him go take a chance with Pochettino and get wrecked in a game for the U.S. men's national team. Take that risk, even if it means the fire suffering later down the line, because this could have greater implications on down the line. Just getting him better.
I'm saying all that. I agree. Just like I think that should all happen now, like for the friendlies, for the.
One thing you also got to realize is that the level of competition across the European leagues has risen dramatically. Like, it's not as easy to go to Europe as it used to be. Because how old was Tim Howard when he left New York to go to Manchester United?
23, 24?
Like,
I don't know. I don't know
like,
how to look
he was
he
was fairly young, I want to say. He was in early 20s. It's if you go to Europe when you're a teenager, there's probably something special. But if
No, let's be real. Hold on. Let's be real quick.
None of these goalkeepers play for Europe.
No, and
will Chris Brady be the first?
He should. Now, let's be real.
Well, Gaga sits on the bench a lot.
Yeah, no. That doesn't count. Ethan Horvath's still over there. Like, listen,
Jesus.
Like, this is the first time as a U.S. team
24.
that we do not have a world-class talent in the net. It's the first, like, in my lifetime.
Time the fuck out.
Yeah.
Time the fuck out.
He's got a point there.
When has the U.S. ever had a world-class goalkeeper?
Are you fucking serious?
You think Tim Howard was world-class?
Yes. Brad Friedel and Tim Howard were 1,000,000% world-class.
They were
Tony
replaced.
Miola was world-class. That was back when they wouldn't even let the U.S. players play in Europe. Tony Miola was
Casey Keller.
World-class means you play for Real Madrid and you're winning Champions League.
No, that's what it means
How many
now.
Champions
Back
Leagues
in the day,
Howard
you
had?
could play in your home country your entire career, and you could still be world-class. Dude, we have had a glut of world-class talent in the net. A glut. Casey Keller.
Always have been good.
I
just said.
Do you think Tim Howard's better than Keeler Navas?
Yes.
Tim Howard at his prime is better than Keeler Navas at his prime.
Yes, Keeler Navas just played for a better team. That's it.
But then again, how good is a goalkeeper when you put the world's best defenders in front of him?
Yeah. I don't know, Serena. Who's your favorite U.S. keeper?
I don't know. I do think though that Tim Howard was I would call him world class, even just from the standpoint of being a known legend of the game.
He's a legend for U.S. men's national team, but I would not say he's a world. He's the closest.
Well, what are you defining as world class?
He's the greatest. World class to me is the.
How many national teams have world class goalkeepers in that case?
Not many.
5 or 6.
Keeler Navas is world class. 100 caps for Real Madrid.
He
was
world class. Now he just got lit up by America 4-1 a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
There was a point in time where it was God, who's the guy at Man U who they just got rid of who was awesome forever, and now I can't think of it. It's not Van der Sar, the guy after him.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say Van der Sar,
the German guy.
Schmeichel.
I can't think of his name. Whatever. But Tim Howard was top 3 keeper in the world for a couple of years.
Onana, De
Gea. Thank you.
De Gea.
There was a time where it was Howard and De Gea and Iker Casillas, and that was the best keepers on the planet.
Yes. Wait. You're saying Tim Howard was the top 3 keeper on the planet?
Correct.
For how long?
At that time.
For how long?
I mean, at least a couple year stretch there between 2010, 20.
Well, he did play
when he played for Everton.
Really,
you think he was world class when he played for Everton?
100%.
But not when he played for
Everton would be playing non-league football right now if they hadn't had Tim Howard back then.
That was actually one of the good Everton teams.
Yeah,
when Tim Howard
you're
was
right.
playing.
They had some talent back then, legitimately. But
There's
like
a reason
David
Tim Howard
Moyes,
plays
that
for
was-
Everton and not Man United though.
So your definition of who would you have you would want somebody who played goalkeeper for Real Madrid, and
Typically the world class players play for the best teams.
Tim Howard did play for Man United when
Let me
they
ask
were
you
one
this.
of the best teams on the
45.
planet.
time.
Let me ask you this:
45 caps.
Christian
329 for Everton.
But you
Let me
said
ask you this.
ever. You said
Second league club.
ever. You said have we ever had? And I think we're saying we're not saying like the whole time that he played was he the best.
But he
No.
was world class for several years. If you're saying he was top 3 goalkeeper for several years, that's world class.
Correct. That's why I claim it. That's me claiming it.
And it sounds. I don't know if that case is to be made for him when he was 2003 to 2007 when he played for Manchester United, or from 2006 to 2016 when he played for Everton. When he was world class, when were those world class years?
During the Everton years, he was at his best during Everton, and there was a stretch
Because he
there.
was challenged.
that was a really good Everton. You had David Moyes, but he was a competent, manager at that time.
Another Fellaini reference. Yeah, Marin Fellaini with the giant hair.
Yes, he had the fro. But I mean, put it like this: if Christian Pulisic were to win the Champions League, let's say next year with Milan, would you consider him world class?
I already do. But you'd have to.
I'm talking about James.
But
I'm talking about James.
Not you.
Is Christian Pulisic a top 5 winger in the world?
I'd say 10.
I'd say.
not 5.
Here's the thing: it's
I'll take
on
10.
his day. On his day, yes. And there's those types of players where on their day, Mo Salah is absolutely top five winger on his day.
Mo Salah's a world class player, bro. That's
okay. There it is. So there's the definition of world class. Is Christian Pulisic? He's close.
He's close. But
Close.
Yeah, but Mo Salah scores like whenever he feels like it. Like Christian Pulisic.
And just Christian Pulisic? No.
Close to that.
Clearly not. If he missed a penalty.
Apparently not. He missed a penalty this last weekend, so he's not scoring at will. And so therein lies the question. He can have those world class days. Is he world class? He's not Mbappe.
Few
Not
people are.
Not a lot of people are Mbappe.
Or his teammate, his French teammate, who's now the Football Player of the Year, Moussa Doumbia, or what's his face? Or is it
Dembele.
Dembele? Sorry,
Dembele.
Not Moussa. Dembele.
I mean, Dembele wasn't good for many years though. He had like a whole comeback story and all that. So
yeah, it's true.
Didn't he like 2 comeback stories, like with 2 different clubs?
Yeah, because he went out on loan and killed it, and then came back and then struggled again. But anyway, so we don't have a Dembele. But is there anyone else in the midfield or forward line before we move on that you guys are excited about, want to talk about, want to scream about? I mean, Christian Roldan, I don't care.
Tillman.
I got somebody. I'm ready. I don't know if you're ready for it.
So wait, hold on. So Serena's excited about Tillman. Who do you got?
Kind of.
Wait, let's hear about Tillman. I could save mine. Let's hear about Tillman.
Well,
Yeah, what's so
I'd
special
say
about Tillman?
kind of excited. I'm not really, honestly. He hasn't been doing that well, but I like seeing him play. I want to see him represented on the national team because it makes Leverkusen look better that he was called up.
And we didn't make a mistake. We promise. See, he plays for his national team.
Exactly. See? Yeah, exactly. That's my only reasoning. And he seems like a nice guy.
So who do you got, James? Who are you looking at?
All right. Everybody start dancing.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Get your little championship freak on, and let's raise a glass to the current goals leader for the championship, Mr. Haji Wright.
It's a thing of beauty. Got to admit.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers, viewers.
Yep. Cheers.
But Haji Wright
Happy to
is
see him.
the leading goal scorer in the championship. In 9 games played, he has converted 8 goals to be the leader. The second leading goal scorer would be Oliver McBurney of Hull City. But Haji Wright of Coventry, and this is crazy. There's 3 Coventry players in the top 3. This is nuts.
Wow.
So, let me read this.
Wow. Coventry
Haji
out of all
Wright
teams.
is first. Haji Wright with 8 goals. Oliver McBurney with 6. Josh Sargent of Norwich City with 5. And then 2 Coventry City players, Brandon Thomas Asante and Victor Torp, along with Jaden Philogene. Jaden Philogene all have 5 goals. So those are
sounds like, I feel like I've referenced this before, but you know there's like an old Japanese game. Sorry, what did you say?
No, I said
I want to hear
Coventry
what both
hasn't
of you
lost
guys
yet.
are saying.
I just said Coventry hasn't lost yet, so
wow.
They balling. So,
Serena, what were you saying?
I was just saying those names are all hilarious, and it sounds like there's like
Oliver
a Japanese
McBurney
video game. Yeah, there's a Japanese video game that had like, and this was from the 90s, I think, and it has like they tried to make up American sounding baseball names, and it's like the funniest gibberish, but like they do sound American, but it's gibberish.
What do they call it? English?
It sounds like that.
Is this Virtual Striker? Is this Virtual Striker?
No,
I don't remember what it's called. I'll try and find it, but this sounds
if
like
you had a
English,
Dreamcast,
like,
is
version of that.
Maurice Jacobson. He's got 4 goals for Bristol City.
So wait, you guys brought up Haji Wright. Is he gonna play on the wing, or is he gonna play like as the tip of the spear?
You gotta play him wherever the hell he plays for Coventry. Does he play striker?
I think he plays both. I think he plays out on the wing as well. That's why I'm asking.
Man.
No.
Knowing Pochettino, he's gonna put him right into the bench.
Maybe. I mean, Ajamang's there.
He's playing striker. He's playing point man striker.
Do you think where do you think he is on the I've seen this.
I mean, you think you have Balogun, you have Pepe, you have
Pepe's
the third
not there.
place.
He's not there, but Aubameyang, or not Aubameyang. What's his name? Ajamang.
Yeah, Ajamang.
Ajamang is there, and we know.
And Josh Sargent.
Well, Sargent ain't there.
I'm just saying he's lurking in the shadows of the U.S. men's national team. And when they do, actual call-ups, when they do the call-ups for the World Cup, it's going to be Balogun, Wright, and Sargent.
Ooh, that's a bold claim right there. Mark it.
If Haji Wright continues, if Haji Wright ends the leading championship scorer, if this heater continues all the way through May or whenever the hell English Championship ends, which is I think before EPL.
I feel like every day.
I think we're forgetting one thing here. One crucial piece of all this. I'll put it all together.
I don't have his number.
I
don't have Pochettino's number.
You talking about a hot streak? You talking about he's on a roll right now and everything. How does that translate to the national team? Because we've had players that are in hot streaks. Looking at you, Josh Sargent.
Looking at you, Diego Luna.
There you go. That when they play him on the national team, all of a sudden it's like amateur hour again.
Well, not that Diego Luna was amateur hour. He has a lot of heart, and I thought he played quite well. But Josh Sargent does have those moments where it's like, oh wait, I thought you used to know how to score goals. He reminded me of Robert Barrick, former Chicago Fire striker.
Oh man, don't.
That's slander. Is that or which one's written and which one's said? Slander or liable? Anyway,
slander.
Yeah, thank you. So, I believe in Haji Wright. Let's see what happens.
With Coventry leading the league, Haji potting goals left and right at a faster rate than Josh Sargent. I'm intrigued.
Well,
what's Balogun doing?
Haji's been injured too often to get a true look. He scored that worldie at the World Cup, which kind of was, I don't want to say an accident, but anyway. But I say I'm
taking Haji over Balogun. Balogun sucks.
I would
Later.
not go that far, but Balogun is
What?
yet to impress.
Yeah, Balogun sucks.
You know how many
Yet
goals
to
he's got?
impress? Is that what you call it now?
I
Yet
said
to impress?
I said
That's a
yet
good-
to impress.
Serena, I would say that's
Yet
a good
to
call.
impress,
Yet
meaning
to
yet-
impress.
He's still sucking.
So he's still sucking. So if we're being honest about Florin Balogun, he sucks. But if we want to be hopeful about him, we could say hopefully he won't suck for much longer.
What happened to that guy that played in Switzerland that was on like I don't know, freaking 30-goal season?
Oh, he scored for the U.S. Balogun. That's what I was like. Didn't he score? He scored against Japan.
Yeah,
He has
well,
1 goal in 5 matches for
No, I know,
Monaco. So he is struggling this year as far as
Who?
potting the goals.
Balogun?
Balogun.
What happened to the
I thought for
cat?
some reason
What
he
happened to
scored
the
for
cat?
Monaco, but
What happened to the cat that was playing in Switzerland? Was it Switzerland where he had like a 30-goal? He played for. The hell was he playing? I was gonna say Grasshoppers for a moment. No, he played for shit.
Is he American?
Crap. Yeah, he's American. He had like a 30-goal season.
this year,
Who are you even talking
Maybe
about?
last season.
Yeah, he played in Switzerland. Yeah, he was an American player. We called him up for national team too.
There's no way, man. There's no way. A 30-goal season, and we weren't talking about it relentlessly.
Yeah, and we can't think of it.
No,
there aren't that many of them. I don't think.
I don't think this guy exists.
Yeah, I know.
He does exist. We have called him up. Don't you dare say that I'm having the Mandela effect here.
Zabadajad? No, that's
Yeah. Whatever his name was. Whatever.
I thought that was a Mexican league player.
Wait, you're not talking about Zendejas, are you?
Zendejas?
No,
Are you talking about Zendejas?
Okay.
Okay.
The dude had like a long Swiss name, and then he just started going by his like I guess I don't know second last name. I don't remember.
Dude, DPG stopped playing Football Manager.
Like three years ago. I want to say 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
What?
I have no idea.
Who are you talking about?
Dude, all right. Listen,
listeners, leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments, man.
We got to wrap up this first segment. Everybody, listen, we are on a march to 500 subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel and help. And James, what should they do with that like button?
Take that like button by the hand, bring him down to the lake,
and score.
Put him in the boat.
In Switzerland.
Put him in the boat. Give him the fishing.
Pefok.
And Wright.
I was going crazy. Pefok.
Wait, Pefok?
Yes.
Jordan Pefok. And while you're fishing, whoa, that was great. Get that like button like they got Fredo. Bam.
Lately. Welcome back, fellow enemies of the fire. We are here to talk about all sorts of stuff. And before we get into that, I just realized we did an entire segment about the U.S. men's national team without even mentioning the fact that they're going to play some games, playing Ecuador and Australia. And good news is we know nothing about either team, really. I mean, there's some guys playing in some places. We know a little bit, whatever, whoever. But what we really care about is DPG's corner. That's the DPG's. DPG, talk about the Honduran national team for us, please. Please.
And tell us about them. Are they good?
They're a mixed bag. It's funny. I was at the Fire game on Saturday, and my cousin was there, and my cousin sat next to me, and we were talking about that, and he said the exact same thing I was feeling. I am nervous as hell about that game.
Who they got tomorrow?
Costa Rica.
Whoa.
So Costa Rica is coming from like 2 draws against Haiti and Nicaragua. Honduras is coming from a draw and a win against Haiti and Nicaragua. So if there's one team that I've always said that for whatever reason always comes back to life in a World Cup qualifier is normally Costa Rica. at the same time, Costa Rica is going through a whole generational change where they have a lot of young players that have no World Cup qualifying experience, and a lot of the old guard has kind of gone and retired, which a lot of people are saying plays into the fact that Costa Rica tied against Nicaragua the first game, and then they tied against Haiti. They narrowly avoided losing.
3-3. Someone in Haiti had a hat trick. It looks like.
Yep. So
poor Haiti and Nicaragua getting beat up in this this group.
No, I mean at this point it's anybody's game because like if you look across the other World Cup qualifying groups, you gotta like Suriname is like I think first or second place in like Group A, and Panama's like in third or fourth.
Wow.
So it's right now it's like the Wild West right now in the World Cup qualifiers. Everybody wants to go to the World Cup because they don't have to face U.S. or Mexico in the qualifiers. So
yeah, now's the time we're gonna make it. Yeah,
now is the time. So if you don't make it, that on its own is like a big tragedy because you're like, okay, well you couldn't make it to the easiest World Cup to get to, and then now you're gonna have
we have what 3 or 4 spaces available.
3 spaces automatically.
Oh, and then a play-in. And 2
playoffs.
So, and 2 playoffs. That's pretty good. So I guess that will say a lot about your program, depending on where you finish here. That's going to really say a lot about the rest of CONCACAF, right? And what their standing is currently.
Like the ones that are supposed to kind of walk through the walk. I mean, the ones that were the pre-qualifier favorites are struggling. And like
Jamaica,
these other teams. Jamaica's going to qualify. Jamaica's playing against a Caribbean team.
Top of the table.
Okay.
Yeah, they're 6 points. They're going to go. But like, look at Panama. This is the same Panama team
that beat the
US.
And I think,
that beat the US.
I guess that took all their effort.
And then I guess Costa Rica, in a sense, tying against Nicaragua and then tying against Haiti at home. And then now you got to face Honduras. So I think, historically speaking, Costa Rica has only won once in Honduras, and that was in 2001, on that golden generation of Costa Rica. So I am nervous. Of course, it's like any other game. It's like a qualifier game. You're nervous as hell the night before, and you're hoping for a result.
DPG, if I told you that Mike Tomlin was 14-4 coming off the bye, would that give you any respite, any solace, any inspiration for the chances of Honduras against Costa Rica?
You know what? I'm like,
sounds inspired.
Just completely threw him off.
And put it like this. I've
Mike Tomlin's the Steelers coach.
Yeah. So a lot of the I was watching a Honduran sportscaster on YouTube. He was actually alongside a Costa Rican guy too, another YouTuber sportscaster guy. And they both were in agreement. Like, if you're a cardiologist in Costa Rica and Honduras, you're probably making a ton of money, tomorrow night because it's gonna be like, you're gonna be you're gonna be selling out on aspirin because it's gonna be like one of those chaotic games. It's gonna feel like a final.
It's kind of a must-win. It's a big statement. So, question is, the Honduran lineup, are we missing? Are we gonna miss anybody? Is there anybody out? Is there anybody injured?
There is actually. There's a few absences due to injury. Danil Maldonado, who used to play for LAFC, now plays in the Russian Premier League. He's out. Another young guy that plays out in Portugal. He's like 20 years old. He's out. So basically, our center back row position right now is basically kind of put together with paper and tape.
Wait, but so Andy Najar, Joseph Rosales, 2 MLSers.
Yeah, Andy Najar is like, I'm happy he's actually playing. Because Andy Najar is like, he's amazing for Nashville.
I mean, has Andy Najar ever not been good?
You remember that one time I said that the Fire should sign Andy Nahar, and some idiot said, "Nah, he's too injury prone." And look what he's doing. He's like, this man is like taking apart the defense on any team. On the other side, you look at Joseph Rosales, and he's been like amazing for Minnesota. He kind of took us apart in the U.S. Open Cup match against the Fire. The midfield is kind of a crapshoot because a lot of those guys, like, we're talking about Honduran League players here. We're not talking
Brian
about like
Acosta.
Brian Acosta, yeah, well, that's
who
another
also
one.
plays for Nashville.
Plays for Nashville, but I haven't seen a whole lot of him this year. More or less, I think
Alexander Lopez, DB Flores, highly capped players.
I mean, David Flores is not bad. I think he's okay. Alex Lopez, he was good. He's okay now. But the more interesting players are Luis Palma.
He's not here.
And then he's not on the list. He is on the list.
Oh no, he's here. He's here. I'm sorry. He's forward.
But DPG was worried there for a second.
Black plus not forward. He's not a midfielder.
He's not.
He's not a midfielder. He's not listed as a midfielder. But you got Jorge Alvarez, Kervin Arriaga, Carlos Pineda.
Kervin Arriaga used to play for Minnesota United. He's a DM. Now he plays for a first division Spanish team.
Levante.
Levante.
Wow, okay.
So it almost sounds like your attacking is going to be fine though.
The attack is going to be fine. The midfield is going to hold.
It sounds like your team's going to be fine. You said Lopez, Acosta, Flores, Arriaga, Alvarez. You were talking about these players, and you have your midfield. You got Nahar, Rosales. What about Vega or Marcelo Santos at center back?
Those guys are all right. One of them plays. I saw one of them play in the Central American Cup with Motagua. It was all right. I
got to ask you about the goalkeeper situation because they have something similar with the U.S. men's national team. They have Luis Lopez and they have Edric Menjivar. And then they have uncapped Luis Ortiz, 27
That's a new guy. So interesting about Luis Lopez on the goalkeeper side was actually at one point LAFC goalkeeper for a little bit. Edric Menjivar
plays for Real España. Luis Lopez.
Yeah, now he plays for Menjivar plays for Olympia.
Okay.
Yeah, which to me is like the most professional club in Honduras.
Say.
I always say that. This is a team. This is a team that can actually take out MLS teams. If we've seen it before, I've seen it before against. They took out Seattle Sounders before,
which is one of the best MLS teams out there.
The best team,
So the best American soccer team ever.
Yeah. So my thing is this. Yes, it is. It's we're playing in San Pedro Sula. We're not even playing in the Olympico. We're playing in Morazan, which is a much smaller stadium, but it's rowdy as hell because the field and the stands are right next to each other. One good example to put this is the past 2 times that we played Mexico in that stadium, we have beat Mexico 2-0 both times.
It's a fortress.
All right.
So it's kind of a fortress, but this is not Mexico. This is not Mexico at all. It's dysfunctions. This is Costa Rica. This is a team that's also hungry and wants to win and wants to go to the World Cup and do all that fancy stuff.
DPG, it is an older team with Nahar being 32. Rosales is 24. He's one of the younger players. Luis Lopez at 32. Acosta, 31. Lopez, 33. JB Flores, 29. So it's an older team.
This is the last hurrah.
We're looking at it is. And then especially when you're looking at this forward unit of Romel Kyoto, 34.
Oh, Houston Dynamo guy.
Currently plays for El Najma over in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Anthony, Tony Lozano. Do they call him Tony?
No, Anthony. They call him Choco Lozano, but yeah.
What do they call him?
Choco. Yeah, Lozano.
I like Choco.
Don't ask me why.
Don't ask.
No, it's not Chucky.
It sounds like Chucky.
Speaking of age, is the coach really 68?
What?
Reynaldo Herrera? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
It's like your grandpa.
I looked at his picture. Yeah, he has grandchildren.
He's younger than Bill Belichick at 74.
Hold on. But here's the thing.
Do you think he's dating like a young 22-year-old like Bill Belichick?
Here's what's special about him, though. he was the coach that led the Honduran national team to the World Cup back in 2010.
Oh, beautiful.
So
it must be something. Yeah.
Yep.
He must be
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
God,
But
that was a hell of a team back then in 2010, man. It's a shame they really didn't do much.
Man, we had players in Wigan, we had players in Tottenham, we had players in Inter Milan, we had players in Roma. We had a freaking squad, bro. I always say that was like the golden age because we had players playing all over Europe. Our whole lineup was all European based at one point.
It's wild.
Like the only good. So
hold on.
Can I tell you something interesting about this coach, real quick? The coach Ronaldo Rueda Rivera. He was born in Cali, but he holds a physical education degree. So he's a phys ed teacher, a former phys ed teacher, and he completed his master's degree in Germany. So he's got that German gym education training, and also proficient in German language.
All right, DPG. Wow. Before we move on, let's get a prediction out of you.
He's a professor. Tomorrow. He's a university professor.
Wow.
I'm not even joking.
James gets excited.
So
here's my prediction. Here's my prediction.
Cool.
He sounds cool.
All right. So my heart says we'll walk away with a 2-0 win. My mind or my brain says it's probably going to be a 1-1 draw.
Ooh. Well, I hope you guys win, man. I want to see Honduras in this World Cup. Now,
that's the only way you're gonna get me. That's the only way you're gonna get me traveling next year for the World Cup is if Honduras goes.
Yeah, you're gonna try.
Yeah.
So if it's 1-1, what does that mean for both teams?
Well, it just means that Honduras has no. We still got a whole. Honduras is gonna play Haiti next week on Tuesday. They're playing that in Tegucigalpa.
They lost to Haiti a couple weeks ago, by the way, 3-3, tied 3-3.
That was Costa Rica.
Costa Rica tied Haiti 3-3. So they also tied 1-1, and then they lost to USA. What if Costa Rica is about to explode, or is Honduras about to?
Nah, I think Honduras is gonna beat. I think Costa Rica.
I think they got it. I just want to know if it's a tie, like, does it benefit either team? I mean, obviously it will benefit Honduras, and it'll get them another point, and they're already on top. But it's not going to be like.
No, it's just going to keep the status quo.
It's not going to hurt Costa Rica, really. Yeah.
Their determining factor is not. I think for the most part, it's not going to happen until November. Like November is going to be the deciding who goes and who's going to the playoffs.
I think a tie benefits Honduras, right?
Well, the status quo benefits Honduras.
Definitely would, but
right, because they're the points leader.
But the real aspirin will be needed in November.
No, hopefully not. Hopefully they win, and then they win 2 games in a row here because Haiti is.
I mean, if Honduras gets to 6 points this round with against Costa Rica and against Haiti, at that point Honduras is going to be at 10 points, and if they win against Nicaragua, they book their ticket.
No, of course.
Simple as that.
Yeah,
they gotta go on a 3-game winning streak.
Well, hold on. That's a perfect transition because talking about booking your ticket to the World Cup.
2 tickets to paradise.
So,
yep.
I don't know about Serena because she wasn't on the show yet. But when we were talking about the World Cup coming to America, these two on the top, we're all about getting tickets. And then I think you've both been rebuffed at every stage of this process.
Every stage of this process has.
Dude, I'll still pay $100 for a ticket. It's a World Cup, man. It's like an event.
There's no way you're gonna get to a ticket at $100.
It doesn't seem likely. Yeah. It doesn't seem likely. I'm looking at the prices concurrently and compared to FIFA World Cup from Qatar prices. And it's like, I wish I could go back in time because I didn't realize that it would have been cheaper for me to fly to Qatar, stay in Qatar, and go to several games. Several games. I could go to so many games in Qatar. But when it comes to America, it's like I could go to a game and maybe travel to a place one time and maybe see, it's just experience.
Yeah,
meanwhile, you could end up in Kansas City. You can we talked about Kansas City earlier, so you can end up in
Toronto.
Or Toronto.
Weed's legal. At least the weed's legal in Toronto. But
well, actually it's legal in Missouri as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah,
Kansas City,
it blows my fucking mind every time. There's a dispensary right across the street from the St. Louis Stadium. Can't believe it.
Thank you, T Swift. I appreciate that. She's doing her work. She's doing the Lord's work out there in Kansas City.
So hold on. So there's different. So I love this. There's different categories, and within the categories, so in theory, it claims the cheapest ticket's $100. But with that said, I saw someone say the cheapest possible ticket for a U.S. game is $530.
Well,
and
that's the U.S.
I'll be crass. Let me be crass. What poor person is going to get a $55 per ticket? What person in general is going to get a $55 ticket to the World Cup? It's going to be all AI bots. It's going to be bought up by all sorts of contingents that are going to be reselling parties, and there's going to who is going to get a $55 ticket? Unless you're lucky and the government's like, here, or the soccer team is like, oh, you've won.
So here's another thing too. Here's another thing too,
especially after the Club World Cup. Like, I feel like with the Club World Cup, people realize that if you wait until, like, they didn't sell enough because it was too expensive or no one wanted it, and then they waited out, and the prices dropped. People are just gonna do that again here.
Well, yeah, but that's also too. You're gonna have random national teams play. You're gonna have a lot of first timers. What if you're watching a team from Africa play against a team from Asia? Like
$600 for a group match. What am I seeing? The ghost of Elvis Presley? Like, I wouldn't even pay that to see Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Like, God rest. God,
I think, and that's another thing. Is
she's
like,
not dead, bro. She's not dead.
That would make it more expensive. CPG, that makes it more expensive.
Okay, you know what? In Vegas,
I would.
In Vegas, Backstreet Boys tickets were more expensive, and I wouldn't pay that price, even though I did want to say bye.
That would be awesome.
It would be.
No, I would say I'm one of the people who I would I would get tickets just to go see a random game, just because I think it'd be fun. But not even then. If the random tickets are like 150, then I'm like, well, I guess I would. But like, that's still $150 is a lot of money still.
For 400 section, like
expecting.
Nosebleeds.
Exactly.
Wait, what about room? What about the hotel room? That's going to be
exactly,
15.
yeah.
It's going to be $1,000 a night,
no matter what,
and then on top of the resort fee,
the
extra $7. Yeah. By the way, whenever you're going into a hotel, never forget there's a resort fee.
Yeah.
You're literally going to have to stay like an hour away from like this, anywhere near the stadium.
Well, hold on.
And then good luck getting an Uber.
Well, hold on. I just
when everybody else in the world wants one.
I'm realizing something here. So, James,
get a shuttle.
Everyone on this podcast, James is the guy who wants to go with his brother and go see a game. DPG is the guy who wants to go take his son to a game, and Serena is like a young couple who wants to go out and have a good time and party. All three of you are the target market for this, and none of you are going to be able to go to a game unless, like, Serena,
don't you turn into a commie guy,
And here's the funny thing. It's not that none of us can't afford it. We can afford it. We can make it work if we needed to.
Yeah.
But this is fucking ridiculous.
Well,
that's what it is.
That's the thing. I think this is this is assuming that everybody's going to be saving their lives, or like saving for like a year or 2 years or 3 years or whatever to get one ticket or one whole entire trip with the stay and the travel and the accommodations and all of that, which is just not how this should be. It's just not feasible. It's not, even in, like you were saying, even in Qatar, it just wasn't,
I'd rather go ski the Alps for this price that I'm going to pay for this. Like,
right.
We could throw a second wedding for this price. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say this.
Well, hold on. I apologize, DPG, but I just want to say this super fast. This is all assuming that you can get in fast enough to order the ticket at this price, and this
before
is
the
StubHub SeatGeek price.
You have to fight tooth and nail to be able to pay $3,000 per ticket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember back in the day, you could watch the U.S. men's national team.
To make sure you don't miss
I remember back in the day, you could walk up to Wrigley Field with Taco Bell in your hand from the block over, and buy it, and buy it.
Just like the White Sox now.
Dude, I used to
You could always get the White Sox,
$5, bro.
You could always get
Cubs tickets for $5, man.
Monday nights at White Sox, half price, always too.
Well, I mean,
I used to.
I love waking up on a Saturday and deciding to go to the White Sox and buy a ticket that day.
Let's go. That's sick.
I had a buddy of mine in high
you're
school.
a Cubby fan, though, right?
I'm not really a fan of because I didn't grow up here. So Andrew's a Cubs fan. I like them both. I'm not a fan of either, really. I like going to the White Sox more. Well, I don't know.
I like them both the same as you, but if the Cubs are playing the White Sox, I want the White Sox to win. Always. But
I mean, the Sox Stadium is a nice place to watch a game. I will say that.
It is.
It is. And the food is so good. I love the food there. Options are so good. And the beer is honestly so good. They have such good beer. Ugh, it's so much better.
They're trying.
The Cubs offerings.
The product on the field, though, is... They try, and the funny thing is they actually tried really hard with that too. It's like they took 4 or 5 huge swings and just missed, and then broken bat on the last one, and then meanwhile shipping out one of the best players in the league who now plays for the Padres.
Well,
how many of them? Yeah,
yeah.
Well, so
Tim Anderson's whole downfall, that wasn't good either. But yeah.
Fernando Tatis Jr. That's good.
Oh my God!
Look,
so hold on, Serena.
Tim Anderson,
former White Sox.
So Serena,
Tim Anderson tossed us the ball.
So Serena took a picture at the Cubs game, and it's Tati Jr. And I'm looking at this man with this gigantic ass, and I was like, "Yo, who's this dude with all this cake?" And she's like, "That's Tati Jr."
And actually, if you scroll like a week earlier on my Instagram, we went to a White Sox game, White Sox Padres, and I took a very similar picture of him in the field. I love him; he's like my favorite.
He could have been a White. Yeah, he was a White Sox.
Yeah, he could. He was like he never played a professional game with them, I don't think, but he was in there. Yeah, he was in minors with them.
And they traded him for nothing, basically. A pitcher I've heard of and is a decent pitcher, but at the Shields was it, and he was so bad when he came. It was not worth giving up one of the future best players in the league.
Tim Anderson did toss the ball to us. This was like a few years ago. We went to the Sox. We actually rented a suite at the Sox game because it was one of our buddies.
That's fun.
He was getting married, bachelor party. So I guess the officers were like, "Hey, you guys, you guys are right on, directly in front of third base. Before the first pitch, make sure you guys are cheering because Tim Anderson likes to throw, he likes to throw balls at the suites to see if anybody catches them."
I remember you
and he tossed it. He tossed one. It was short, and then the next one we caught it.
Nice.
So,
wow, you have it? Or I guess
my buddy has it. My buddy has it.
Oh yeah,
I think we all signed it too.
I honestly, I really like Tim Anderson. I feel like he was. I don't know. I could go into this. I don't like how he was treated. I feel like everybody made fun of him. Nobody, even White Sox fans, weren't on his side after the whole getting punched out thing. There was not enough people need to defend him more.
No, yeah, they didn't. Have you guys ever been to any baseball stadiums outside of Wrigley Field or Comiskey?
Oh, I've been to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
How's Milwaukee?
I actually like it. I actually do like going to the whatever it's called. I was gonna say Brewers Park, whatever. But I caught a Cubs game right after. That's a nice stadium. Like the food is good. Obviously, you're in Wisconsin, so you got to get cheese curds.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Get some Culvers.
And then I think they call their ice cream something else. I think they call it It's not. They don't call it ice cream. They call it something else. I forgot what it was.
Milk. Steamed frozen.
No. It's like
cream.
Now it's gonna be. So I don't even know. It's I was gonna say sherbet. No, it's not sherbet. I forgot what it's called, but not sorbet either.
Okay. Well, dude, DPG, you were leaving us hanging.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
gonna look it up now.
He's gonna find it.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
I went to St. Louis for a couple games in my life. What about you, James? You've been to another stadium? Serena's gonna tell us all these 18 different stadiums.
I've only been to one other stadium. Sounds like Serena's got a few on deck, so I can't wait to hear. I've been to the Minnesota Twins new stadium. It was awesome. So the beer flows out of the bottom of the cup. and they put us on the screen when we were singing some sort of crazy song. I think it was Blink-182 or something, and it was wild. And we were wearing White Sox gear. I was wearing White Sox gear on purpose, because we're White Sox fans. But at the same time, we were there to just have fun with everybody. All the Minnesota people were so fucking nice. Minnesota nice. It was a blast.
Oh, custard.
Yeah, I've never been there.
Custard. That's exactly what it is.
Custard.
Classic.
I would highly recommend it.
Classic, like old-fashioned.
I got the cheese curds. I got the cheese curds from the stadium, and I wanted something. I wanted to.
I want cheese curds now.
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
And they had custard only. That's what they had. Custard. I have ice cream.
Yeah.
Custard.
Once we start talking about food, we need to move on.
No, wait! I got to hear about Serena's stadiums.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah, well, it's because I grew up in the West Coast, so I've been. Giants was my team growing up. Been there, that was my home team.
Wait, San Francisco or New York?
San Francisco.
She's not 80 years old.
Okay, I was like, wait, East, West,
baseball,
you look
that's great for 97,
bro.
Baseball.
That's like the 50s,
did you get to see some Barry Bonds action?
Oh yeah, all growing up, yeah, Barry Bonds.
No wonder you're a baseball fan.
See him hit it. Yeah, right. He barely ever hit though. I mean, that was like right when he was getting walked every time. Well, cameras. Fuzzy.
Oh, you're all fuzzy.
But yeah, that was amazing. And the stadium is, I would still say, if I could recommend one stadium to go to, that would be it. It's the best. It's on the water. It's so beautiful.
And the water.
They've got a Coca-Cola slide. They have a slide like in a giant Coca-Cola bottle. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I think it's for kids, but I used to do it obviously when I was a kid. Andrew and I went to
too.
Oh, well, I bet ours is better.
I don't care.
Do they call it like?
That's
what do they call
problem.
it? It's got some. They have a different name, like.
I forgot what it's called,
Not
but
a slide,
it's
it's a spiral something.
Yeah, it's kind of high up there. Like this is not like you're on the ground slide. It's like in the upper sections of the stadium.
Are you talking about the White Sox slide or the San Francisco slide?
No, the Brewers.
Oh, I thought that was just for the mascot when they hit a home run.
No, you can actually ride this slide.
Serena, have you been in the water out there in the San Francisco when they're playing, or you just been in the seats?
Never. That would be sick,
so
though. Like
fun. Even if you were just like on a kayak.
You see people fighting for the ball. They get off the kayak.
He's ripping his pen on the kayak. Catching a ball.
They're like pros at it. Like the people that are out there, they're ready. They know how to.
Do you have to get like a permit?
Watching. I think you do. I don't think you can just go out there. Like,
yeah, imagine you gotta have
or like something. Yeah. But yeah, Fenway too.
Fenway. Oh, that has to be classic. How does that compare to Wrigley?
I want to sit at the Green Monster. I want to sit at the Green Monster. I want to sit there.
Yeah, I've never sat on the Green Monster. That'd be cool though. Yeah. It's different than Wrigley. I don't know. Wrigley, I feel like everybody talks about it being
both old stadiums.
Old and classic, yeah. But Fenway feels a lot older. Like
really?
It feels like a lot clunkier.
East Coast feels that way in general though, almost, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like Wrigley, they've done things to.
It's because we had the Chicago Fire. We used to be as old, just burnt down.
Hey, but you know what? I'm actually gonna be at Wrigley this winter for the German holiday festival.
Oh, the Chris Kringle. Why would you?
Oh, Chris Kringle.
Chris Kringle. The Kristen Market, whatever it's called.
That's fun.
Better than the downtown one. So
my wife and I love that.
I've been to the downtown one, but the one in Wrigley is much closer to my in-laws' house, so that's easier to get to with the kids. So that's what I'm planning during this.
Wait, Serena, you got two? So you have Fenway and San Francisco Giants.
San Francisco. What else?
I've got A's. I went to
Oakland before they closed it. Oh wow.
Yeah, that was good.
I love the
Sad
A's.
That they couldn't. That's fucked. Me too. I actually really like the A's. I've been to Angels. I've been to the Tigers. I've been to Orioles. I've been to Twins spring training in Florida. I've been to Tampa Bay spring training.
Anybody else done a spring training game?
No, I haven't.
Red Sox.
That sounds like it would be so fun to do. Like just go to
Arizona. Oh my god, it's big. If you like, yeah, I would recommend it. It's so fun because it's like, I mean, the games are obviously like quality. All the players are there. I mean, they do like cycle them a little bit more, but it's really a good time. Everyone's
cycling a lot. Apparently, like you're running into the players at the bars and the restaurants after the games and around, around that. So
and you can sit like right in the front. We got so many like autographs and shit just doing that. Like, yeah, very fun. Cool. And it's just nice. Yeah.
It sounds like a great place to bring the kids.
Games, go to the beach afterwards. Yeah. A lot of kids. Definitely.
So how was Camden Yard?
It's really nice. I went like, I think it was when I was looking at colleges, so it was like whenever that would be. It was a while ago, but
5 years ago.
Really nice. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, they have like the kind of similar to Fenway. They have like all the streets around it have like things going on, and people are partying and stuff like that. You can get food and drink and stuff. So yeah. That's a nice one.
My other question, with Wrigley Field, it's kind of like built into the city, and is San Francisco kind of like that too, where it's built in, even though it's on the water right there?
It's pretty much. I would say it's even more into the city than. I mean, Wrigley really is, and I feel like, but it's not downtown. The Giant Stadium is like truly, basically downtown. It's like.
Well, yeah, Wrigley's not downtown at all, for sure.
You know who else is going to get a downtown stadium?
Chicago Fire.
Most certainly.
There you go.
How exciting is that? Toke, are you coming around to that now?
No.
Because...
So...
how not?
Let's go to the Fire segment, because I got something I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
We'll save it for the Fire segment. But I hate to interrupt all this nice nostalgia, but... Speaking of nostalgia,
we have a soccer podcast to run. Gosh damn.
Correct. There's some big news, in my opinion. Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba, and Darlington Nagbe have all retired.
And it's Arsenal's year.
Isn't that every year?
Every year. It's the same shit, man.
It's a sign.
So
they say the same shit.
Do we have any words? I mean, I feel like we've gone so long on this podcast, we cannot do it justice. But Darlington Nagbe was a god among men.
Let me tell you this: Jordi Alba, so long. Who Busquets, so long. Who the hell else was it?
Darlington Nagbe.
No, I thought you said a different name besides Darlington Nagbe. Because when it comes to Darlington Nagbe,
is he retiring at a high level?
Dude.
Like, is he still like?
No, because look at Columbus. They're below the fire. I was actually thinking about this. I'm like, ooh, is Darlington retiring a symptom of Columbus's struggles? Because once they lose Darlington, what the fuck are they going to do?
Well, I mean,
remember when everybody was hot
this year.
We'd have to ask Connor.
Remember when Columbus crew coach was hot that he was going to go to Europe and now he's...
Dude was hot. So hot. Too hot.
I still think there's a lot of people out there that would hire that man in a second. But I think we're all just a little too fast to judge on Columbus. I have a bad feeling they're going to be right back at the top next year because that's what they do.
What does that say about is MLS parity or is it something else? Is there parity in MLS or is it something else?
It's something else. It really is because
I think it's something else because Alexi Lalas. I agree with you. Alexi Lalas always mentions like, oh, there's such great parity in MLS, and I'm like, I don't know if that's what it is because like, this is different. In English Premiership, like it's typically the Man Cities, the Liverpools, the Man Uniteds that are winning, the top four, the Tottenhams. In MLS, it's a different team like almost every year, although there's reigns where a team is long powerful.
Well, look at LA Galaxy this year.
And Red
Bulls. Neither of them made it.
Both former championship finalists in 2024 MLS Cup. Maybe this is a sign of parity, or is what we're calling parity in MLS something else?
It's just salary cap because I honestly think the closest league MLS is like the NBA, where everyone is technically on the same footing, but there's a few people who always do it better and a few people who always suck, and then everybody else keeps moving around.
Everybody getting paid. Everybody getting paid.
Yeah, but like they're all technically having
there's
the same
bench
amount
guys
of tools.
making $30 million.
I think MLS is like the NBA in that sense, like where everyone technically has the same amount of tools, but some people are doing them way better and others are doing it way worse.
Okay.
And speaking about doing things way better and way worse, I think we need to take a break. We have been at this for quite some time. Serena, I'm sure she didn't mention Shea Stadium or Yankee Stadium, right?
I've not been to the Yankees.
All right.
You've seen the Mets?
City Field.
I'm 1 for 2 on that. I knew that.
And I think Mets is close to LaGuardia or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember driving
Andrew
by
actually
both.
went straight from the Mets to LaGuardia last time we were there. It wasn't recommended by bus.
Didn't it look like relatively unimpressive? Something
City
looked
Field?
unimpressive. I don't know if it was City Field or if it was Roland Garros. Something looked very unimpressive out there.
They're right next. Yeah. I think City Field is cool. It's not my favorite stadium in terms of like offerings in there, but good location. It's cool. You can see it when you're landing. If you're landing in LaGuardia, I have a great shot that I took of like you could see like the inside of the stadium. You could see the scoreboard from the plane. So that's cool.
Group trip to Yankee. We could do Yankee Stadium with New York City FC group trip. It'd be fucking sick.
I don't know, man, but I think New York City FC is getting a new stadium too.
You gotta get the grandparent block.
No, we gotta do a meet and greet out there.
Yep, you heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
Cool.
The first Enemies of the Fire Chicago Fire podcast meet and greet in New York.
In New York. In New York City.
Not even Chicago, just New York.
New York City. All right. Anyway, I'm sorry. I think we've lost the plot. Let's get out of here and come back to our passion, and let's scream and complain about the Chicago Fire, baby.
All right, everybody, take that hammer and that nail, and if you appreciate the Enemies of the Fire, make sure you hammer that subscribe button. Help us hit our goal of 500 subscribers, and then hammer that like button like it owes you money, and we'll be right back here in Enemies of the Fire.
Welcome back, fellow Enemies of the Fire. We are here to talk about the Chicago Fire. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we drew 2-2 against Toronto, which we will get to that bullshit in just a second. But before we do, is that enough? Are we doing enough, or did we have to get those 3 points?
We had to get the 3 points.
I mean, we are in 8th.
I mean, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it regardless.
We're gonna make the playoffs for the first time ever. Do we really need home
field
advantage?
We should have had them.
And do you remember the last time what happened when we had home field advantage?
I got our ass kicked by New York.
I don't care.
Yeah, and we did not have enough soup for the after party.
Yeah, we had soup, plenty of soup.
They're all gonna be at SeatGeek too, I hear.
Oh, really?
That's an ugly place to be at a game. I
think they sent an email out.
Wait a second. The playoffs? The playoffs are going to be at SeatGeek Stadium?
That's what Andrew said. He said they sent an email saying that or something.
So can I ask something? Can I ask something real quick? Because considering that we're getting a new stadium and all the hype around it, and again, I just want to ask this: are you guys getting sick and tired of Soldier Field already?
Not even in the slightest. I love
it. I drove by it the other day, and I got a little sad. To be honest, I was driving by, and I drove by it several times, and every time I pondered and thought, I'm like, oh,
just
the Bears
driving
are
back
leaving.
and forth.
No, we were going around the city. It was a wedding. Yeah, we were going around downtown Chicago all over. It was actually
just
awesome.
Driving around.
Actually, I could see it from my hotel bedroom. It was fucking sick. Because we were in downtown. But I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, the Bears are leaving, and the Fire are leaving, and this place here, where I've seen so many Fire games, so many Bears games, so many concerts, the Blackhawk celebrations of past. It hurt. I started thinking about it. And I started thinking about that, the times, we've been when we've been these places with our fathers and our grandfathers and so on. And there's a time where like they where Comiskey Park got replaced and old Comiskey became new Comiskey. And I've seen so many Sox games there with my dad, and it just thinks of it's just crazy, when like when you move out of those places and the memories that you have there, it kind of hurts losing some of that stuff.
I got another Soldier Field story for you, man. Actually, it happened this Saturday. So I went to the game with my son. He had to go to the bathroom. Obviously, halftime, the bathrooms are packed.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We walked down. We find a family bathroom.
Yeah.
It was locked for whatever reason.
Maybe a person in it or not person.
No,
in it?
there was nobody in it.
What the fuck?
So genius.
Yes, they just locked them for whatever reason. Fortunately, one of the clean people was around there, and I asked them, "Hey, can you open this?" And she said, "No, we have to keep him closed." But then she's like, "Is it for your son?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's for him." So yeah, I can open it, but
even if I'm gonna take a whiz too, like it's for my son.
Well, hold on. We go into this bathroom, bro. We go into this bathroom, this family bathroom, and bro, and this is the first time I've ever seen this here in the States. Here in the States, I saw a freaking cockroach, like, like.
That's why it was locked.
I'm like.
I just gave the bathroom to him.
I called it the Honduran size.
He locked the door.
We've relinquished control of the cockroach.
People were like, we don't go in there for a reason.
I called it the Honduran size cockroach because I've only seen those cockroaches that big in Honduras. And I even told my cousin about it, like, hey, bro, man, I just saw a Honduran-sized cockroach. He's like, what? Here? He's like, I'm like, yeah, at Soldier Field in the bathroom.
Cockroach is telling his friends, somebody walked into my apartment.
I know.
They gave me this room.
Chicago, like New York has giant rats, and maybe every restaurant has allegedly rats in it. Almost
every building has mice and rats.
In Chicago, it's so many cockroaches. There's rats too, though. There's also rats. There's rat pancakes all over Chicago.
This thing was like freaking huge. I'm like, man, it's like did it come off the plane from from the tropics or something? Like,
holy shit. Did it
get
into Godzilla's like ectoplasm, whatever?
Like I've seen cockroaches before, like the small ones. I've seen like the small ones, and then I see this huge, like Fallout type cockroach.
The king.
He's playing the long game. He's waiting for the Bears and the fire to leave. It'll all be
like
his one day.
Yeah, it's all gonna be his.
Yeah, but so it made me sad though, thinking about like the fire potentially leaving the stadium, and also the fact that like, the Bears.
That stadium has never felt like a place for the fire. Like it doesn't feel like.
I
a
agree
fire
with you
stadium.
there. I agree.
It feels it's adorned with bear stuff all over the place.
Yeah,
which again,
they don't make you feel like home there.
It doesn't make me feel like home, and that's why I was asking a question. Are you guys getting sick and tired of being in Soldier Field? And don't get me wrong, I like the Bears.
No.
I like the Bears. I like the Bears, but I cannot wait to go to the new stadium where I can walk down. I can walk down the hallway. And there's nothing but fire memorabilia all over the place.
I mean, yes.
I think that will be nice. I agree. That'll be nice. I think what I'm not sick of is the location, the capacity, the kind of legitimate aura that it gives. Like, it feels
I'm not
a real.
I will forever miss the view. I am sitting literally
feet
from the lake. If I wanted to strip naked and jump in the water, I could, and just run into it.
You could do that in a new stadium. You could go into the river.
Arlington Heights? No way.
I'm talking about the fire. I'm talking about
but I'm saying
the river.
For the Bears and like just the background. When you sit on the south side and you're looking north at the city.
Oh yeah.
There is it's like one of the few best. Cool. It's one of the best views in sports. Best views. It's just,
we might get that. We might get a better view in a new stadium.
Although everything about Soldier Field sucks. Everything about Soldier Field sucks.
I don't know. The
amenities suck. Okay, time out. It's not the first class amenities are amazing. When you're in the box, like in those boxes with the glass walls, and you're looking through the glass, that's the best experience in Soldier Field, bar none.
The little clubhouse thing is nice.
Yes.
Like the interior is nice. It is very very much concrete.
Beyond
sort of,
those, Yes, but beyond that, it's awful. Like it's just it's so it's a little too expensive for everything. How is everything in Atlanta like $2 for a hot dog, $5 for a cheeseburger?
Everything
you know what? I honestly think that this man probably gets a profit from selling all that because people will just buy more. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy instead of going to McDonald's for the game.
Beer is priced. Beer is actually priced so people don't buy it. That is why beer is priced, because people get so drunk at games. That's how beer's priced.
I mean, not just with the concessions, but with everything. I feel like the big struggle is that we're tied to what the Bears policy or what Soldier Field's policy is. So like all the pricing and all of what, even just what's offered and the vendors and all of that is all going to be what the Bears decide that they want. So again, just to your point, DPG, about it'll be nice to have something that is just ours, where we have like fire stuff everywhere and whatever we have is wise, like even like security.
And the cockroach king is not there. And the cockroach king is not there.
No, exactly.
So
all these pros. No.
Speaking of cockroaches, when we go back to SeatGeek Stadium, like the concession food tastes like wildly bad and worse and worse and worse.
It's so
you don't gotta worry about.
It's so.
You don't gotta worry about cockroaches at SeatGeek. You gotta worry about raccoons.
Yeah, right.
You know.
So hold on, this transitions nicely because I think it's time to talk about this bullshit that happened on Saturday. But DPG talked about James. You're talking about memories in Soldier Field, and DPG, you're talking about you had one from this weekend.
First fire game I saw at Soldier Field in 1998.
That's fucking rad.
Inaugural season. It was, and then I saw the next season too. We went to a game then and a game that it was odd. So I mean, I have old memories of, and I went to that with my uncle, which it was just so cool. I don't know. There's something about being on that lake.
That was a different Soldier Field stadium, though, right?
It was.
It wasn't like this.
Oh, that was that was pre.
It wasn't the 2006. Yeah, it was. It was pre 2006. UFO.
Yeah, that's crazy. That you went pre UFO. I never got to a game pre UFO. I went in. The first time I went to Soldier Field was 2009 for that World Cup qualifier. But
I was there too, bro.
This weekend, I did something. This weekend, I drove to the game.
You didn't visit me. Yeah, you didn't visit me either.
No, hey, you come visit us.
You didn't visit us.
Yeah, dude. Do you know how much it costed? I got.
Have
even
you
when
guys
you gave
been
me your
where
tickets?
DPGs? Wait a second. Have you guys been where DPG seats are?
Dude, they even
they're
let
fucking
us regular people visit up there?
Dude.
I've been to
I will
both
get
spots.
you in. I will get you in.
We'd probably try and they'd be like, get out.
I've been to both
spots, and DPG spot is it's so far superior. You get a better idea of the game. You can see both halves.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And then on top of that, the concessions behind them, they take care of you. They're like, oh, you don't have sprinkles for your donut? Well, let me run to the other side of town and get you sprinkles for your donut because here they are.
See, that's like going to a concert and sitting down. I like being in the mosh pit. This is the mosh pit of sports, is the supporter section.
Actually, this leads nicely into the vibes of the supporter section last season.
See,
last game
you remind me of a young DPG that used to like sitting in the supporter section up until the point he grew up.
Dude,
I understand what Serena and Toke are talking about though, because there is sitting in DPG seats it's more calm. It's way more calm in DPG seats. Where Serena and Toke sit, it is gadzooks. It is.
Well,
it's like you need to eat, you need to drink, you need to have energy because it's pouring out of you.
That's something I was going to say too. Is like the reason I feel like I was actually going to suggest we go and try and find you, but there's no time. Like the 15 minutes you have for halftime, they go by like that because you're using that time to like run out and try and get like you need to eat something, you need to drink something,
get some food, re-energize.
Like you have to put that all in because you got to get back and get your spot back and get ready to. Get ready to rumble.
Well, it's almost hard work. It's harder work to sit down there than it is up where DPG is. It is. There's more singing. There's more action. There's more chanting. There's more. Even though we're I'm sitting with DPG
that long, it's tiring.
Yeah. It's not like when I'm sitting with DPG up there and we aren't clapping and loud as. In fact, we're loud as fuck. But like down there,
we're cursing.
Well,
there was a lot of that too.
I sat with DPG
in all the sections, I think.
Right. Oh my God. So I sat with DPG last season, one game, and what was the first thing I said to you? I was like, no wonder you're so mad. You have to sit here and just watch bad soccer. I at least get to sing and listen to the drums.
That's exactly why I want to.
Yes.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what the whole point. Like, I don't want to sing. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I'll scream and I'll complain and I'll curse and all that stuff. But I'm not. I don't want to.
We're
sing,
loud. DPG, we were loud up there.
Yeah, we were loud. But here's the thing: it's like
they could hear us on the pitch.
The whole supporter stuff is like it was like I had supporter season tickets for like a good 7-8 years, and I remember that. I remember that's kind of what got me involved in the Fire, sitting in supporter section. That my first game, but eventually it got to a point where I was like, man, I just want to watch the game. I want to watch the game.
I mean, different style. Maybe I'll feel differently when I'm older. I don't know.
Well,
you had different structure, different
I also have a kid too. Like, I got to take my son.
Yeah,
I can't take
there are
him.
some babies in the supporter
There's some
section,
babies.
let me tell you, there are babies.
What do you mean?
No ear coverings or
actual babies?
There are people in this. Yes, actual babies.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't need the bad
Put
influences.
earmuffs on those babies, please.
Yeah.
No, just please.
They're having fun.
It's a family affair.
Protect their hearing.
Like bounced up and down.
I just say protect their hearing because
the
only reason I say it is because of Pete Townsend
game.
of the Who says to protect their hearing.
I mean, they
blew out
definitely
his ears.
Pro ear protection, but there were moments in the last game, and I mean the game before even, where we played amazingly and had a great game. Just like certain moments where you can just tell the energy, everybody's like so synced, and it's like about to explode, and then when it actually does, like, you're all on.
Yes. I know what you're talking about, and I feel like I have those moments where the energy's connected, and those moments tend to happen at SeatGeek, where I feel like the crowd connects in a different way.
I've only felt that once. I've only felt that once. Not this season. I felt that once in 2017 when we had that Seattle game.
Yeah.
Where we beat the crap out of them 4-1.
A huge game.
Or even the Toronto game too, when
that was in May. I remember exactly when it was because I missed it.
Or in Toronto game where we sold out, and that was like the hottest ticket that year. It was like that Toronto game, and we got our asses kicked. But that's besides the point. It was a full, and everybody was all cheery and stuff. But yeah, I get it.
During this game, we're talking about memories. We're not even breaking down the game, but during this game, when we were up, from the minute we scored that second goal, that the entire time we were up 2-1 until we gave up that penalty, was the greatest experience I had ever had in a stadium at a sporting event. It was.
I saw that penalty. I saw that penalty shootout right in front of me, bro.
At Soldier Field?
No, in period. Yeah. Absolute period.
Where was this? At Soldier Field?
Yeah, no, this was Saturday when we were up 2-1.
Here's the thing about Soldier Field.
When Elliot scored the second time. Oh my God. I thought
the third.
Yeah, it was like elation. Yeah. Right. The third goal.
For all my adulation and my love for SeatGeek, it has a soul, it has a certain thing to it. Soldier Field has magic. There's magic in Soldier Field, and that is something that's a little bit different.
It did, not to be too cheesy, but it did feel pretty magical. Like that third Jack Elliott goal. The moment it happened, it really was like. Yes. I mean, and I joked about this in the group chat.
They call that electric. The night was electric.
It feels like the fans are willing it to happen.
Looks like World War II ended or something. Like we were all like picking each other, like everybody was like hugging and kissing, like our,
Oh, it was a thing of beauty.
Hugging and kissing. And meanwhile, like it feels something. Like what you guys said. It's just, it feels there. Everybody's connected. And it feels like the fans are almost controlling the game in a weird way. Like they're influencing the game, not just like through their
played or something.
Yes. Some weird simulation stuff.
You scored that goal.
Hey,
well, it's no surprise.
Saxophone kid.
Saxophone kid really ties the room together. No, in all seriousness, he's the glue. Because when he is not there, there is not a lot of cohesion between the sections. But he got to do
how has it been?
Definitely helped.
Can I talk to you three about? I got a question for you because you guys have been attending the games most of the season. How has the noise been? Because typically when I'm there, it's Sector Latino and Section 8, usually kind of almost musically arguing with each other about which song or chant's going to happen.
Yeah.
How was it this year?
It's been better this season, I think, because of, I mean, in part a lot. Thank you to Saxophone guy. I don't remember his actual name, but he sits kind of between or stands between the sections, or I think maybe he stands in Sector Latino, but he kind of conducts the other section. So he has been him and Trumpet Poppy, I think they really coordinated. They have coordinated this season to help. Like he'll bring in Section 8 when there's when there is a space for that kind of, the right time for that chant. I will say there are like still a few moments where the sections get confused, but I think that is just, especially without somebody, and this is another argument for the what's it called?
Capo stand.
The Capo stand?
The Capo stand, where it's hard. I mean, it is just loud. I mean, it's loud in Soldier Field, especially when, and the sections are pretty wide, so inevitably there is going to be some confusion, like people on one side aren't going to hear what's being sung on the other side, but for the most part, I think it's been pretty good.
Wait, so Serena, so it sounds like you're suggesting that a conductor in the Capo stand would be a benefit to bring in.
Yep.
It takes a big personality to do that. Now
it takes, and also it sounds. Remember at the old place, like it was handed off sometimes willy nilly to people who maybe weren't necessarily most deserving of it sometimes, but there were certain people who did do it and were so good. They were so good, and so how can we mitigate that? Because there were times where it was like, oh, get him or her going, and then there was another times where, or him or her, it's like, whoa, no, this isn't working. Can we bring back the people who were working?
You're only gonna have like 5 people cheering along with the guy in the Capo stand.
Because Capo stand is like it's like conducting a musical orchestra.
I mean, if it's working, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is if it's working now, like it is, he is. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he is kind of conducting the sections.
Yes,
I would agree.
Yes,
I would totally agree.
And it provides order, which it was lacking.
Well, I'm not saying he has to be the one in the Capo stand, but like
put Saxophone guy there.
Well, I think it benefits that it's a musician doing it, right? I think I think Trumpet Poppy does not give a shit to do it, like, right? You know what I mean? Like,
he's talented.
I think if the saxophone
input, like, I feel like,
go ahead. Sorry.
No. I was just gonna say, I feel like Saxophone Kid really wants to. He wants that role, and I feel like Trumpet Poppy gives him the input that he needs to make it work.
Yet, for whatever reason, I think it goes a long way. Trumpet Poppy actually likes that kid. I don't know why. I think that actually goes a long way to it working. But it does work, and I think a Capo stand in theory sounds great, but in practice would be an absolute train wreck. And I still think, despite the fact that I think we could all get along, I do think in a perfect world there are 2 separate sections.
Yeah.
I do.
Wait a second. What do you mean? There's 2. What do you mean? There's 2 separate sections?
I think in a perfect world, you've got a one end section, or you've got your Section 8, without Sector Latino, and on the other end you have Sector Latino. I think.
Here's the thing. You have a good point, right? Because hasn't the problems always been started when they used to be at different ends, and then they were forced to combine in the same end, and ever since then it's been
like when they're on different ends. Does it sound like, for the broadcast, does it sound weird?
No,
it's like in the middle.
It's rad because it seems like when they go to one end of the field, you're hearing one chant and the other. So and really when it's live, it's perfect because they're both just loud enough to almost reach each other, right? Like it just
cacophony. It's a cacophony.
Yeah, it's just rad.
DPG right now. What is it? How does it sound from your seats right now?
You want the honest truth?
Oh yeah.
It's just sound coming from your left-hand side, by the way.
Like
when you're sitting in DPG seat.
Serena just said it.
Like
sounds like yeah.
I mean,
sounds
you're
horrible.
hearing the trumpet and the saxophone more?
I don't even hear that. All I hear is like a bunch of random noises coming from that section. Like,
to be fair, though, it's far. It's actually very far.
Yeah, that's true. It is
like
from
as
seats,
even as the crow flies, it's actually far. Like when you're sitting at SeatGeek, where DPG seats were, where the players came out, or where my seats were, which were just to the right of his, by the Chicago Fire bench. We were to the well, it'd be to my right, it'd be to their left. Me and DPG were at old stadiums, basically that setup where they're to our right, and we'd only sound always just coming from our right. Now we're at the new stadium, it's only sound coming from our left. It is like unbalanced. And I
can
wonder,
actually make out. Yeah. You can make out in SeatGeek what they're chanting and all that stuff.
Yes, you could.
You can't make out what they're saying at Soldier Field.
It's so hard at Soldier Field. You're so far.
The stadium is shaped too. You've got like weird echoing and all that. So yeah,
it's funny how if you're going to be that big, though, that's where it should be separated. Maybe at SeatGeek, because it was so small, maybe it created something weird. I still think it was unbalanced.
This has not been a problem. I mean, this is not a problem for any other team that has supporter section in one side, which most of them only have it.
Do we know that? Because most clubs do have supporter issues, but are they revolved around?
Well, but like in terms of, I mean, in terms of like an actual, like in Cincinnati, you know, they have the stand. What we're gonna have, they have the supporter safe stand. That's only on one side, like
right.
I mean, or at LAFC, which I don't know if you guys saw. I just got a dispatch from a friend of mine, Alex, who goes to some LAFC games, and he said he's at their last home game, and it's looking pretty sparse in the supporter section.
They've had issues. They've had some issues.
Yes, very good for the last few years. What issues are they having? Like, oh, we're in third place this year. Oh, boo hoo!
I don't necessarily think that's. I think it's more
plastic fans.
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I think there's issues between the respect level between ownership and the supporters, and I think they've taken offense. Mm-hmm. Let's just put it that way.
What if they're taking a stand? They're like, you guys used to bring in Carlos Vila.
Non-sports reasons.
You guys used to bring in Carlos Vila, and like you're bringing in what now? Where's our good players?
They got plenty of good players. They got Son and Wonga killing it, but
they have Heung-min Son. What more can LAFC do?
Was there a specific like protest recently about it? Like,
no,
because I feel like the stands were pretty full 2 games ago or 3 games ago. I mean, the same friend has sent videos.
Yeah, I think it stems more from ICE and the National Guard and such. Oh, I'll put it that way. I think that's where most of the consternation comes from, and you know, it is what it is. Like if the fans aren't happy with it, you don't show up. Like. You know, look at this great supporter section. Well, like look at this great supporter section.
Because I feel like
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, just earlier in the year when ICE was really like hitting California hard, I feel like they did have a specific kind of protest that they did where somebody stated somewhere in a more official capacity, like we're upset with our ownership for not speaking out about it, and here's what we're doing to protest that. I didn't see anything like that coming out about like this game or coming out with that now.
No, I don't think this was a specific like targeted game or anything like that. So I mean, I don't know enough to comment on it, but I always support people and you know, doing what you want to do and doing what you believe is right.
That's the reason.
Yeah. But now
San Diego's been doing fine, I think.
Well, San Diego
San Diego's been having no trouble.
Well, it's
just down the street
politically.
Well, has much been popping
and a lot closer to.
Well, that doesn't mean that things have been popping off, right? It's very targeted. Right. Like I live in Chicago, and guess what? I haven't seen a single person yet. You know what I mean? And that's just because they're, you know, I guess my area is more gentrified than I thought. So there's that. Anyway,
San Diego is pretty,
wrapping back around.
San Francisco.
We didn't even. Back to the game, last game, which we haven't even.
No, but I wanted to ask you, Serena, one question. So, am I correct in assuming you've got the supporters sections, which are pretty big in Europe, correct? Now, does or does not the rest of the stadium also know the chants, though, and join in with the singing?
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah, because they're all the same. I mean, it's similar to here. They're all the same.
Right.
That's the thing. It's the same concept. They are all the same. Even honestly, even some of the chants in Germany are the same chants we have here with different, slightly different intonations and obviously different language. We could have that. We could have something where everybody in the stadium knows at least the loose versions of these chants, and they could tune in when they wanted to.
People know
I feel like we haven't even gotten
People know the songs from the White Stripes, like dun dun dun.
Well,
like they know
that's
like
what
Seven Nations.
There was a great last season. There was a great Instagram post or like they were trying to do something where they had Trumpet Puppy on this whole really nicely produced video. The Fire did of
Trumpet Puppy is the trumpet player.
Yeah.
In Sector Latino. They had him on in a really nicely produced video where he was teaching you the lyrics to one of the songs. I don't remember which one it was. And I think that was great because that was posted to the entire, it was like on the main page, and it was like it had the lyrics, it had like he was teaching you what to say and how to sing it. And I do feel like after that, when they did that song, it sounded louder to me. I don't know, maybe it was just in the section it sounded louder, but I think things like that are a good idea because we could definitely have more people singing. We don't have to change the songs. I feel like we could have more people singing and being involved outside of the supporter section, and we just need to do a little bit more, like keep doing that kind of outreach and that kind of socialization of the culture.
Well, that's the reason I asked that is because who's our contemporary in the stadium situation? The Seattle Sounders. And if you notice, at the very least, at least the whole damn stadium does the Seattle on one side and the Sounders on the other, right?
Yeah.
So the whole stadium's a little bit more involved. So on TV, you're hearing it a little bit more, and I bet you just hear it more there than you do, say, at Soldier Field. But Serena, you had a point. We've yet to talk about the actual game, and so
and we're check the timer.
So no, we're not going to do that.
Don't
worry about that. Don't worry about that. Listen, we're going to button this shit up for next season. Anyway, DPG, how do you feel about that Jack Elliott hat trick, baby?
What?
Well, I mean, it was.
Wait, he got a hat trick?
Yeah,
because he had an own goal and then 2 goals.
He got the own goal and 2 goals. Yep.
My thing is this. I think
I didn't realize until I came home.
This is not the first time he scored an own goal. Like, it's not the first time the backline has scored an own goal this season. So they gotta kind of like tying up there, man. You gotta make those decisions. You gotta make the right one.
Well,
like,
Serena, remember what I said? I was like, it ain't even that serious. Like, if you watch the play, he could have just let it go across the face of goal. Nobody was around. He just slid in and scored like he was Maradona, man.
Also, what if Georgi Mihailovic was still a Chicago Fire player? Would he have scored for the Fire and thus made it 3-1?
Georgi Mihailovic is a journeyman, MLS journeyman player, right? When he played for the Fire, he was inconsistent as hell. Like, some games he'll be good, some games he was like a worse.
He sounds like Brian Gutierrez.
Yeah,
he sounds like a worse. That's what I said.
Early.
He was very much. He's a worse version of Brian Gutierrez, basically.
Really,
Georgi Gutierrez.
That Brian Gutierrez is an improved version. You're saying?
Yes,
I would agree. DPG, we agree on something. This is beautiful.
There you go. I mean,
that was rough, though.
This game felt very static to me. Like,
I thought we were the better team the whole time. I really
did. We couldn't. It felt like we couldn't put
we were
together.
Our best. Like, I feel like we should have won, and we were the better team, and we should have won for many other reasons that we were fucked over on. But it still wasn't like compared to, it was night and day compared to. I mean, I'm not even counting Miami because that was like a whole crazy thing. But even just compared to the last home game, like night and day compared to the way we played then and the way we played now. Like, we played so much better and nicer soccer, and like you said, we like ran plays the last game. This last weekend, it just kind of looked like it was all out there on the pitch, like run around and do whatever you can to, get the ball in the net, which I guess it would have worked.
We would have gotten
But it
away with
wasn't
it too if it weren't for that pesky ref.
Gosh, his ESPN photo looked so beat down and war torn.
I was so mad. I was so mad. I mean, like,
Wow.
there are just so
Look at
many
this photo.
things about it.
Of who?
Of Georgi Mihailovic.
Oh, send
Look
in
at
the
the
send in
photo.
the group chat.
I thought you meant the ref.
He's a journeyman. I told you he's a
He
journeyman,
looks
bro.
so tired in this photo. And he's like 28, right? He's 26.
Yeah, 20.
Oh my God!
26?
It's like he aged 6 years in like a year or two.
I'll
I remember when
yeah.
I remember when he was like 19 and 18.
Oh my
Where
God!
is the
Well, that's
chat?
how time works, guys. But
He looks so aged right here. He's 26. And he just looks like he's so tired.
So
I'm so tired.
So you were so hold on, Serena.
Where are the wolves?
You brought up the fact of how we looked these past, or well, not counting the Miami game. That was kind of like that was an outlier, just even in play. But if you look at how we play, oh my God.
Are you looking at this picture?
Yes. Anyway,
It's like scary.
He's balding too. He's like balding and everything.
It's kind of scary.
Leave him alone. Here's the thing.
He looks fine.
So
I don't think he looks that bad.
We played so much better against Columbus, right? Now,
yeah.
Is it that stark of a difference that Franco is gone, or was it something else?
It kind of showed a little bit.
I think losing Franco.
It did show. I didn't. Yeah, they were lacking some sort of leadership that I feel like even though he was new and I think he brought that a little bit, and I feel like they were definitely lacking that. But I also do think, I mean, just going back to what we talked about last episode at the end when we were doing our preview and kind of just guessing what it was going to be like, I feel like we did say this wasn't going to be their best game ever because of just the way that they were positioned. Like, I think, like we said maybe in the beginning of this episode, it wasn't a must-win game. It would have been good to win, and it would have helped us, in our journey, but it wasn't like a do or die. And I feel like when you had the do or die in Miami, or just like whatever happened in Miami that was so crazy, the 2 games in a row kind of really in close succession, you get to this game and I feel like in some ways there was no way it was going to be like their best game. They were never going to play like the most amazing soccer and all be performing on like 100%. So I want to give them a little credit for that, or give them like some leeway for that maybe. I don't think it was all Franco.
Fair. It's not all Franco, but oh boy, it was exciting. It's against Columbus, and Columbus was exciting. Now, the penalty. Oh man, I still haven't gone back and watched it. I haven't had the heart to. Like I said,
Bamba shouldn't have swiped. Bamba shouldn't have swiped his leg.
Somebody else. I was so it's crazy. I mean, the difference when you're watching it live too, because I mean, obviously it was in the other end of the field, but it looked so much like that guy whoever it was just tripped and fell.
Jordi Mihailovic.
Because obviously I didn't see it.
It was Jordi
Mihailovic,
a former Fire player, a Fire player, academy player to say that, a failed prospect, dare I say, and it just. I think he got fouled. He wanted to take the penalty shot too, and I don't know who it was, but someone. There was a lot of bickering between Brady and somebody from Toronto too.
Yes, there was
back and forth.
And the moment when Brady looked like he saved it,
Serena was heartbroken. She was I was there.
I was.
She was heartbroken because she's like. She freaked out when he saved it, and then she didn't see it go in, and then it was like, no.
Yeah. I feel like it was brutal.
It's not an easy shot to block because that shot had some power, and I was actually surprised Brady got it.
I was shocked he blocked it at all. Yeah, same. It just, honestly, what pisses me off. Well, it's funny. I think last episode also we did say one of us said. Even though they had nothing, they had nothing to play for, they were still going to stick it to us just for the hell of it. I feel like they didn't need to, like they did that. They didn't need to do it, but they did it.
Well, keep in mind the Fire do that. The Fire has done that to a lot of teams the past couple of years.
Fair.
Towards the end, they just ruined somebody's playoffs role.
Yeah, they just win a game out of nowhere for no reason. Yeah.
Yeah, some powerhouse.
What really the penalty, whatever, that's fine. Like maybe it was actually a penalty, and I haven't rewatched it because I can't. But the extra time amount was insane. Like 9 minutes, was it 9 or 8? Whatever
it was 9.
It was.
I think it was too much.
And the penalty happened in then like the 9th minute, just crazy. Yeah. And then I don't know if you guys saw it. I think maybe one of us sent it, but that there should have been. I think the MLS disciplinary committee said that there should have been a card or
there
whatever.
There should have been a red card, I think, right, for hands to the face.
There should have been a red card.
To who?
Yeah, for hands to the neck, like right after Elliot's.
Was it Larea versus?
Yeah, because oh my god, it was that when Sean Johnson and they were all in each other's faces there when Sean Johnson and Baron Haile Selassie.
It was after his. I think it was after his second goal. And I think
oh yeah, you remember that? They were for whatever reason they were going at it back there. I was like, what's going on? They took forever.
And there is a video of what happens, and it's like he catches Jack Elliott like here, and then he like puts his other hand and like hits him on the chest. And that whoever that was, I don't remember. But they've I think been.
I'm surprised.
Like MLS.
I'm surprised that didn't go to VAR because that would have been an automatic red card.
We don't ever get the call.
Yeah,
man.
Well, that's what they admitted. That's what they admitted that it should have been. Like we should have, and that was in the 89th minute. So we should have. Who knows? Who knows what could have happened?
I got some funky calls earlier this season. I recall.
There has been some
New
funky
England.
Calls.
Yeah, the Fire got the beneficiary of some funky calls earlier this season.
Well, hold on before you jump there, James. One last thing about the game. There was after the game, Greg Berhalter had some words for the fans. And he said them through his teeth gritting. I'm surprised they didn't like snap and break off into out of his mouth. He was so angry, but he was trying so hard to be like, "Hey guys, isn't this great? We've made the playoffs. I'm gonna kill someone." Like he was so.
He's gonna punch a hole in the wall.
Yeah,
he's gonna punch a hole in the wall.
It was.
Yeah,
nice.
we did good. Boom.
It was nice that they wanted to come
over
and say something.
You could tell he had something else very different.
Right.
Yeah.
But like
so you probably walked in that locker room,
like
started flipping tables.
He
punching lockers.
Soup for anybody.
He went all. I was gonna say major league, just, flipping tables in the locker room, like flipping over the catering table.
So wait, does that mean that every win they're peeling off a piece of Joe Mansueto's clothing?
Oh my god. Let's not win.
All right, James, I think now we can preview the New England game.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie. Oh, I love that movie. Okay, so New England and Chicago playing here Saturday, October. Wait, are they playing here or New England? No, they're
not
playing
here.
in New England.
No, New England, and I'm going to go. I'm going to be there.
Last game's over.
What? You going to go there?
Yep.
Last regular season game is over for Chicago. You're going to be at the Gillette Stadium in New England?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Hopefully it'll be warm. It's been kind of great weather. Okay, recently. Lately.
I don't know. I hope it's. I hope it's not going to be because I got a new. I won't show it now, but I got a new Fire long sleeve like hoodie thing that I really
all right. Well, hopefully it's appropriate weather for that.
Nice.
New England. Yeah. Let's hope that's appropriate weather for that. New England and Chicago are Chris Brady and other U.S. men's national team keeper.
They'll be back.
They're going to be there. Matt Turner. They'll be both playing.
Well, unless Brady is like too tired or something, but I think that timing wise, they're. Yeah.
No, they'll both play.
So we could see Brady versus Turner, and it's going to be a U.S. men's national team matchup in a way. In my opinion, I think we need to see Chris Brady play for the U.S. men's national team. He needs to be announced as a starter over these next 2 games. See what you got. Then that builds up even bigger hype for that game.
Oh, even
though the implications are quite small because the Fire already made the playoffs.
Well, we still want that positioning because the worst thing on planet Earth is finishing 9th and then losing. Like, Chicago has to have a home playoff game. Like, we have to, right? So, like, this does matter. But, like, we whooped New England last time we played them. what was it, 6-1?
Yeah.
Like
whatever happened to Carlos Gil?
No,
he's still there, but
DC United.
he's the only one.
No, we barely got through New England. It was like 3-2.
Oh, he had a great
was
season.
it?
Yeah, I don't think.
Oh shit.
Yeah. You're thinking of DC United game.
No. Okay, so we barely got through New England because that was at SeatGeek, right?
Yeah,
Anyway.
the Fire was winning 3-1, and then New
that's-
England was trying to make a comeback.
Okay, so
Oh God, yeah.
how do we feel about? I mean, we've been great on the road this season. Like, I kind of expect a win. I expect to walk in here and win.
You also expected a win against Toronto too, and look what happened.
Well, I mean, we drew, we didn't lose.
Well, we should have.
Okay, so you know what? I will say this.
Our energy.
So I'll say Fire win 1-0.
But I mean,
bare minimum.
Do you think Greg is gonna put out a first choice 11?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
He's gonna want to get.
Yeah, everybody will be rested too. Everybody except for whoever was in
it's decision day. There's a possibility the Fire might not have to go to the wild card.
I would love that. That would be the best. Yeah. Oh my God. If we were just in the playoff series, that would be pretty close to orgasmic. Dude, 3-1. We're winning this game 3-1, baby. Zinkernagel with a goal, right. Kuipers with a goal, and out of nowhere, Gutman.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go 2-0. Actually, I'm gonna say Chris Brady's gonna be so emboldened by his call up, keep a clean sheet, and we're gonna win it.
Hell yeah. Matt Polster own goal. No.
So we're literally.
Hey,
we have 52 points. Orlando has 53. Nashville has 54. So
we could do some leapfrogging.
It's tight, yeah.
Like, could you imagine this team after screaming for months, like, "Oh my God, please just finish 9th"? If we finish like 6th or 5th.
Also, don't forget Nashville's last game.
We can't finish 5th.
Okay, fair.
Nashville's last game is against Miami.
Or 8th or 9th.
Dude, what do we think about Miami?
And also,
are they going to do anything this year, or are they done?
Well, yeah, because they didn't win the Supporter Shield like Philadelphia, so they're going to be going into here like the only trophy we can win is MLS Cup.
And Orlando's facing Vancouver next.
Well, thanks for bringing up Philadelphia, because I have to say that is the worst take I've ever had in my life. At the beginning of the season, I said the Philadelphia party is over. They're missing the playoffs. They're going to be the worst team in the league.
That's one thing we did not call. There's been a few things we've all called, and they haven't happened. But there's been quite a few things where you've called DPG, where you've called Toke, where even you've called Serena earlier where you started joining, like, and me, and we just make these nice little calls, and it's been so fun viewing this team. It's been a fun journey. From the very first podcast that we did for this season, it's been a fun podcast for here on Enemies of Fire. We've been going here since almost 2018, at least me. But then and then we brought DPG and Toke on in the last few years, and now we're a whole something else here. This has been wild.
Oh, I mean, we got big plans.
So bad, and now we're about to be good.
Dude, can you believe what we did all every episode was just like, what the fuck? And now, like...
That is every episode. Is every episode. But that's really good. Really good TV is that, too, because it's like, what the fuck?
It just was terrible. All year was so terrible, man. It's been good.
That's Breaking Bad.
It's been good to have some fun again. James, what was your score prediction?
I didn't give one, but let me think about this. I'm thinking that the Fire want to enter the playoffs hot, but they don't want to enter it too hot. They just want to be just the right kind of hot. And Greg is like, you know what? Hey, blueberries about to be out of season, I could put a little blueberries into my pancake mix. So, packed a little magic. I'm just saying. I think we're going to come out with a 3-to-1 blueberry to pancake ratio. So it's going to be deliciously just filled with blueberries, little butter on top. And we're going to be coming out of this season being like, we made the playoffs and I'm fucking eating blueberry pancakes, like bathed in the most mapley syrup from Maine, just direct, like
not even
from Canada, not even from Canada, American made.
So hold on before we bounce out of here. But before we bounce out of here, we've all given our predictions. Now, Serena, what 3-1. Do you do on a fire away game? Like, are you gonna go and just wander the parking lot and like go tailgate with people and hang out? Are you gonna like
that sounds like a fun time.
Just go to the game? Are you gonna throw D-cell batteries at the other opposing fans?
Like, throw batteries?
What are you gonna do?
What is it, Latin America here?
The first away game I ever went to was Red Bulls, and I was by myself, so I was pretty quiet. Like I wore my fire jersey, but I didn't really do it. I didn't throw batteries. I didn't tailgate. Didn't do it.
Don't throw batteries, kids, please.
San Jose was my second, and
I
think it was last year, allegedly. And that was when they were really like they had 2 wins in the whole season, and then they only had 2 wins the whole season, and then they ended up being the Fire while Andrew and I were there. So less to gloat about that time, and we didn't really do. We did a little bit of like we hung out in their like fan zone, which is nice.
Okay.
So what is this fan zone? Hey, wait, Serena, fan zone. You know what FIFA's trying to sell me on? They're like, hey, come to the World Cup. We got a fan zone. What's so good about these fan zones? Like that's what they're really trying to sell me to go to the World Cup on.
Yeah, I don't know what those are going to be like. And the San Jose one was more like.
Are there shots of tequila?
It was like no shots of tequila. More like they had like blow up rides and things like for kids.
Blow up dolls?
Not quite blow up dolls.
Like a pool, like a.
Okay, blow up no
for kids.
Come on. Okay, like so they're trying to sell the fan zone, and they're trying to sell the FIFA World Cup. They're like, hey, come to the fan zone. It's gonna be so great. Pay this amazing price of gazillion dollars to come to our fan zone. And I'm like,
it's just a place for your child to ask you to buy them more things.
Well, that's not bad. If it's like a safe place to bring your kid, that's not bad.
Yeah, so that was the San Jose vibe. It was definitely like a family kind of like family fun. Like your parent, you can there's like a little bar. Parents can get the drinks. The kids can play in the like fountain area or whatever, which is fun.
No, that sounds sick. So the parents can enjoy the kids and that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was nice. Honestly, they made a nice little area of it right by the airport, which is kind of a weird vibe and kind of cool. But I don't know anything about the stadium. I've never been there. I don't watch football really, so I'm not like I see it all the time. I don't watch I don't really know what's up there. So I'm looking forward to exploring it. I don't think we'll be doing a ton of tailgating, but I definitely want to get there early and walk around. And especially now, I think the real point is I've never at an away game have I been able to like gloat, as the better team. I'm looking forward to like walking around, tapping the badge, holding my head high.
Fan.
Yeah,
guys,
it's gonna be
guys.
great.
I have one last question for you all before we abscond to the great beyond this podcast. What's the bigger surprise in MLS this year? Is it Philadelphia Union winning it all? I don't think so. They've had a good team for years. Sometimes you just need to pull the governor off. Or is it the success of San Diego FC or even Vancouver? San Diego FC is, of course, in first place over the Western Conference, and then you have Vancouver in second place. Vancouver. And then Minnesota in third. LAFC is in fourth. This feels like Liverpool coming in fourth place in the EPL. Meanwhile, you got San Diego FC, which is like what's that show? Ted Lasso. What are the Foxes from?
Richmond.
It's like Richmond Foxes are the top of the table of EPL. Meanwhile, you got Bournemouth in Vancouver, and then you got Fulham in Minnesota.
I mean, I have to say Philadelphia is the most surprising because I thought they were going to suck. Because, like,
Why?
honestly,
why?
I just thought with Curtin gone and they had some turnover, they got rid of Gazdag. I kind of thought like the cycle had run out, like it was time to rebuild, but apparently not.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at that other stuff, man, I don't think it's very surprising at all that we have a contemporary. We have St. Louis, right? First season, first place in the West, bounced immediately. Now, they were doing it with defense. Like they were like, what was that Bears team that went to the Super Bowl? Like their offense wasn't scoring any touchdowns. It was just the defense. So
didn't make the playoffs.
They were doing but like I'm saying, St. Louis was first place, got bounced right away because they were just defense. They were just not luck, but it was definitely like they were one dimensional. San Diego has built a real team here, so I don't think it's as scary, like as surprising. Like it's surprising you're able to build a team that well right away, but it's not like we're looking at their guys going like, oh yeah, that team sucks. I mean,
St. Louis built a one-hit wonder, meanwhile San Diego built like something closer to the Beatles, where it's like we could produce a couple of hits and just keep going and keep going.
I don't know. What were you guys surprised by?
Vancouver.
Of those, Vancouver, but I mean, Vancouver's not been like horrible all of these years, right?
They land Mueller.
I mean, in the expansion teams have always
Mueller?
been.
Yeah, that's been big. Good for them. I think, yeah. I'm happy.
Well, I mean, I guess you could say Vancouver's ambition with Mueller.
Well, fair.
I mean, that would have been like a more LA Galaxy, LAFC, Seattle, Miami, even.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Well,
I
Miami's about to have some DP slots open. That's about to be scary.
Wow. Oh man, that is actually scary because, I mean, who wouldn't want to go play with Leo Messi, especially if they're like, oh, I'm 35, I'm only world class, and
one season and then you retire.
Yeah.
It won't be Luka Modric though because he'll be playing with Christian Pulisic.
Hold on, I saw a news report earlier today and I forgot to save it. There's an MLS team going after Richarlison.
Oh, that's that was
insane. Oh my god, that's insane.
Holy crap. That was Orlando.
Right?
Yes.
Like
that would be insane. That would be insane. But he needs help.
But Kaká signed for Orlando. Like it's when you think about like you live through things like Messi and Kaká and like Thierry Henry in MLS, and then you like get a little further away from it, and it's like, holy shit, Kaká
28.
MLS.
He's 28. No fucking way.
He's 28, right?
This dude,
this
player, no way.
Depends on how big
I feel like
check
he feels like he's older because he's played on the same team for so many years, but he's young. Yeah.
Well,
how is this guy only 20 million?
Well,
this is a Champions League level player.
Uh-oh.
He ran at Tottenham.
We lost DPG.
Oh, he doesn't agree with my take.
No, he's pissed. You know, for the sake of everybody, because I lost complete control over this podcast this evening. Usually, I like to try and steer the ship a little bit, but Jesus, I think we're back up over 2 hours again.
Oh
so
my!
Please,
how?
Someone hit the eject button. Get us out of here, Serena. Tell people about our subscribers. James, help her out. Let's go.
Serena, take care of it.
We're close to 500 subscribers. I hope that's right.
Correct.
Please hit that button, hit the subscribe button, and also do whatever James said to do earlier to the like button if you want to. Or just hit it.
Just hit it. You don't have to lick it.
Do something that's illegal in 3 states to the like button. Anyway. We love you all. If you made it this far, we do love you. Peace out. Bye.
See you next time. Live every time.